Everybody, hi, what's up? This is Mr. Extrodin back here with another video. Happy 2024. This is Africa is Next podcast. I'm not alone as usual. I'm with Buckmeister Cul from Buckmeister Cul Reacts and Master Geek Media. I'm with Tebello from Nerdgasm and Africa is Next. And we have a special guest, Zanuzuko Mlambo. If you remember this dude, he was with us when we were speaking about X-Men, the two-parter, and we also did The Dark Knight with him on African Frame. Tebello is not with us yet, but he will join us soon. But yeah, happy 2024, guys. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Also click the notification bell icon so that you can get notified of any other thing that we might have in the future. But before we continue, I just want Buckmeister to just let us know what is pushing. I do know that he's an artist and he pushes content on YouTube. So if you guys don't know who he is, he will do a better job than I can.
What is up, everybody, in the Africa's Next podcast? Blah, 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 blah. As you can see, I'm in the dark. I'm literally located, so I don't have my teleprompter on screen, so you will forgive me. Escom has decided to pull a Shang Tsung. And it's like, your lights are mine. Because I was like, I'm supposed to have lights at 8 o'clock, and now I don't. But anyway. You can find me on Master Geek Media. You can find me on Buckmeister Cul Reacts. Those are my two YouTube channels. You can find me on TikTok and Twitter, Buckmeister Cul, or is it X? I don't know. Anyway, Recast the Chala campaign going on all of my social medias. You can check that out. Also, free Gaza, free Congo, and all of that stuff. Doing all of that stuff. I'm about to get banned, so follow now.
He also has webtoons, Black Fist, and what's the other one? I think
check out Black Fist, check out Neon Wave, and check out Black Panther versus Kang, all on webtoons as well.
That's it. All right, guys. So we're just about to get into it. We're doing Heuco Mundo Part 1. Now we're gonna do Part 2, and possibly even the Fake Karakura Town arc. We'll just see how it goes. Last time we left off when Chad got his ass kicked by Noitora just after kicking someone's butt, introducing us to the Diablo thing. I don't know what to call it. What do you guys call it?
He was used to power scale. Ish, it's painful.
Yeah, just call it the Devil's Arm because it's Diablo. I can't remember the thing, but it's basically the Devil's Arm, right? The Devil's Hand or something like that.
I want to say Diablo Jambla, but I'm like, that's Sanji.
Yo, Chad, the names for Chad's arms are way overhyped though. Like that's the thing. Like you're like, yo, Devil's Arm. Let's see where we're going. But Chad just takes L's, bro. He taking them L's.
You know what? Is his name Ichigo? Everybody has this problem. Look at the Bankais. All the Bankais will have the dopest names ever. Do they ever defeat the villain?
Nope.
You know what's funny is like even Ichigo doesn't really win his fights. Like his Hollow wins his fights, but it is like it's like who everybody gets upstaged by somebody. Like it's so weird. Dog.
The only person
like Renji. Look at Renji. Howl Zabimaru, pa down.
The only person who wins is Byakuya when he has to save his sister. Like that's the only person who wins.
Straight up.
No, you gotta give Ichigo. You gotta give Ichigo what's his face? Blue-haired guy. Why am I forgetting it now?
Oh, Grimjo.
Grimjo. You gotta give him Grimjo.
But Grimjo's alive.
But he still
wanted to fight. And then Noitora took him out.
But it's still a W, how?
It's not a W. It's not over. It wasn't finished.
What do you mean it's not over? He was not going to do anything to Ichigo at that point.
It's like imagine if Stone Cold did a stun on The Rock, and then The Rock is like, I'm not done. And then The Undertaker comes through and is like, oh, you're finished now.
It's not WWE. Come on now.
By that logic, we could say that if Krillin if Krillin decided not to listen to Goku and actually chop Vegeta's head off, that would be Krillin's win, right? That would be Krillin's W.
It would be Krillin's W, dog. I believe it's Krillin's W.
That's not how that works. Wait, hold on.
It's Krillin's W.
It's not Krillin's W. First off, that's a collective W anyway, because the whole team had to pitch in anyway. Grimjo and Ichigo was one-on-one, and Grimjo was finished at that point. There was nothing he could do to Ichigo.
He didn't do shit. No, but I'm just kidding.
We'll
But
get to
Orihime
that.
never
We'll
does
get
shit.
to that.
All Orihime
Yeah.
does
Ho-
is
Hey, I will.
and look
Okay,
cute.
okay.
We'll get there.
I
Okay, let me
we'll
ask,
get there.
let me ask
Okay, Zuko, just to clue
Yeah.
you in, me and Mr. Pillar, we're having a thing where we're going to be doing the battle of the century, Orihime versus Sakura, of which is the most useless females in the big three. So I'm saying I'm Team Orihime because I
I'm
cannot
Team
stand Sakura.
all the
I am
way.
Team
Between the two.
Orihime for 2 reasons. She's got the Valley of the Gods, and her power is actually fast and useful when she uses her healing power. It doesn't take forever.
It has nothing to do with her powers. I'm telling you this now. Sakura just sucks. I don't care about her powers.
Hence,
Yo,
I'm saying
guys-
she wins for 2 reasons: the
at least I
D's
can.
the D's.
and the power.
At least I can argue that Sakura is part of the main cast. I don't even know if Orihime is in the main cast of Bleach, dog.
You can argue that,
I
but
don't
is
even
she a
know.
helpful part of the main cast, or does she drag the
No.
main cast down? Because I'm telling you,
No. Okay, wait. We can't do this now. We'll get there.
Yeah, no,
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
yeah, oh my god. Okay, just a
I was about
snippet,
to-
everybody.
I was about to get my Mortal Kombat voice on. Round 1, fight.
I prefer the King
Finish
of
him.
Fighters one though. Ready,
Anyway.
go.
I'm a
Okay.
Street Fighter guy. Let's keep it up.
Wait,
Fight.
wait, so are we at where Noitara and Kenpachi are fighting, and then he uses the two
They're
hands?
about to. They're about
Oh,
to.
They're
yeah.
about to.
Yeah.
And that's when you also learn that power scaling in Bleach was just non-existent, because it's like, how did Ichigo even match this guy? I'm hella confused, because he's matching people. No, he's killing people who have Bankai level power, and he's just using a Shikai. Not even a Shikai, actually. He doesn't know the name of his sword.
No,
Like, Sasaki Kenpachi is hella strong.
but I mean, there is a quote where Aizen says that a battle between Shinigami is basically one's rare to against another one's. I mean, I don't want to skip too far ahead, but he does that monologue when he's fighting Soifan. Because you know Soifan does the whole double butterfly thing on him, and which is supposed to kill you instantly. And then he's like, no, but my Reiatsu is bigger than yours, so it doesn't count. And I was like,
Mariatsu's over 9,000.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah, but I think that felt like a
I
retcon though.
guess.
Why all of a sudden?
It definitely feels like a retcon, but I feel like, not to jump too far ahead, everything with Aizen is a flippin' retcon, dog. Like, I was just like, when you're watching it or reading it, you're just like, yo, Aizen is just pulling things out of his ass, dog, and monologuing about it. Like, it's like, yo, by the way, just because the world is in reverse, my powers are in reverse. And you're like, wait, what?
But he was so cool. He was so cool. Like, that's the thing.
But that
If you
Superman
make a
curve.
cool, it's like Madara. Madara was doing things where you're like, ninjas can't do that. Since when? But it's Madara, so you're just like, okay, fine.
Exactly. Like, where did you pull the comet from, dude? Like, where are you pulling a comet from? Like, what is going on? You dropping meteors on niggas now? Like, where does this come from?
But that scene was epic though, dog. Imagine someone throwing a meteor on you, you stop and it's like, oh, okay, let me drop another one.
Like, it's Chibaku Tensei. It's Chibaku Tensei, but Pain couldn't do that. He could just keep it in the sky.
Yeah.
Madara could decide that this thing is falling whenever he wants it to fall.
That is crazy, dog.
Yeah,
but
well,
anyway,
Naruto's also another one. But getting back to this thing. So yeah, he gets washed. Then I think Ichigo tries to fight Noitara a little bit, and then that's when Zaraki Kenpachi steps in. Then they have their one-on-one.
Are we skipping Nell? This is when Nell transforms.
Oh, right. Yes, Nell transformed. And Nell was handling him.
Nell was handling him, bruh. Like, if her broken mask thing didn't revert back, Noitara was
that
done
felt like
for,
such a cop-out. That felt like Kubo saying, I want Zaraki to beat him. That's what it felt like.
But also, I think
you kind of had to do that because remember, basically all the captains had someone to fight, so he couldn't just the only captain who didn't really need to fight was the 12 squad one, because he's the science guy. But all the other ones, they kind of like battling captains, so they have to fight. So that's probably why he did that.
He should have
maybe-
given
But he
it
didn't
to
also
Mel.
need
She was
to.
already there.
Mayuri's fight was very fast anyway, so you're right. I mean, he just came in, rescued Renji and Uryu, and then he gave a speech about perfection, and that's it.
Yeah. I think
But
for
I
me,
still.
like,
Go ahead, Pillar. Sorry.
I was gonna say, just in general, when it comes to Bleach fights, I always find it like the most interesting battles are when the captain is fighting a Aranka that is not the same personality type. Like when Naruto is fighting Kenpachi, I'm like, oh, it's two beast fighters fighting, so there's like no real personality.
Yeah.
Third, when it's like, let's say for example, I'll choose perfect one is like Soifan versus King.
Oh, Baragon.
King, because like their fighting style is so different.
100%.
The fight interesting, but when it's just like, oh, we're the same person and we're fighting together, it's like, all right.
It's basically.
I dig that. I kind of dig that stuff though. So personally,
who's more badass? I get
personal
I dig that. I dig the badass off in an anime, especially when it's done proper. Like when it's actually done proper, it's like it's fun to watch. Because I mean, that was all of Dragon Ball Z. Like it just ended up turning out who's more badass, and we enjoyed the hell out of that. So for me, I enjoy both types of fights. I enjoy it when similar character types are fighting, and when it's totally different and all of that stuff. I mean, both can be done really well, and both can be done really badly, because the other way it can become so incomprehensible that you don't understand whose ability works how, and all of that stuff. Like for example, some stuff in Jujutsu Kaisen, like you don't know, bro, what's happening.
Like
I am
nobody
so
knows
confused.
what's happening.
I am so confused.
No,
and it's provocative.
Like, they don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
like so much.
the people
Like they don't know what's happening so much that some random lady has to come in, and we've never seen her. I don't know who she is, and then she's like, Sukuna's ability does this, so he doesn't have a domain. He makes the world his domain. Wait, how?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I've noticed about Jujutsu Kaisen? It's kind of like Bleach, but it takes it way too far. Because with Bleach, what happens is, like when the captains come in, for example, you learn about their Shika, you learn about their Bankai and all of that. And it's interesting because it's the first time you see it. You don't really know the extent of the power, but you're interested in how they explain the power. Jujutsu Kaisen, almost every fight is like that. It's like when they're fighting, you learn about their domain expansion, or you learn about this or that or whatever. But then when I saw Sukuna fighting at the what's this one, the Shibuya, I was like, what is happening here, dog? I was so confused, dog.
I'm actually literally gonna rewatch it because I'm honestly so lost. I am not understanding.
I still don't know how Gojo's ability works. I still don't know how it works. I'm still confused.
Yeah,
like it's infinity, and you can't touch infinity, or like, huh? So you can't actually touch him, and like.
So I think
what? I don't understand.
That is around him constantly, and nobody can touch it in infinity. And then I guess he can expand it however he wants, or contract it however he wants. And that's how he kills people.
Sometimes you're watching anime, and it's like when I was watching Hunter. It's like when I was watching Hunter x Hunter at some point. I was like, am I doing math now? Like, this is mathematics.
Some of it doesn't even make sense, because there's the dude who's shooting blood, and I'm like, nobody's body has that much blood to shoot out. You should be like dead, bro. Like he's
a curse or whatever, I guess. So his body is. But I'm saying, like, Hunter x Hunter, some abilities will be so confusing to me. I'm like, so wait, he won because he was lying down on the ground and blowing. No, like there's this Nen master, and he beats this speed guy by blowing bubbles, blowing like gum or whatever. So he's like blowing gum or something, and he's not fighting this guy. He's literally sleeping. And then the gum like travels around, and then like it travels around the ring and somehow creates a circle that slows down the speed guy, and that's how the speed guy gets beaten or whatever. And I'm like, wait, what? Take me back to Gon where he's just punching people. I understand
when he was fighting the cheetah guy. When he was fighting the
I
cheetah
was
guy.
so confused. Yeah, I'm so
Didn't he
confused
make
how
a
he won.
clone? Wait, I'm trying to remember. I think he made a clone, and then from the clone he beat him that way. But I'm not 100% sure.
I can tell you that I didn't understand what happened. That's all I know.
We should probably do like a tier list or general discussion on anime power systems and our favorites.
All I know is that
Yeah.
Bungee Gum has the properties of both Bungee and Gum. That's literally what I know from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Because, I
Or bubble
agree,
gum and
But-
because I want to going back to Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, who's this guy's dad? It's like he's like the Sasuke of the show. But if Sasuke didn't turn,
the dude who
Toji. Are
gave
you
up
talking about
all his
Toji?
first energy to become super powerful.
who?
Yeah, Toji.
Yeah, it's
Toji.
Toji.
What's his
The guy.
other name?
So he's basically the guy with the knife, man, who stabs
Yeah,
people.
with the spirit thing.
Yeah.
That's biting the thing.
So his
Yeah.
power is obviously I'm not the authority. I'm just watching it like everybody else. I'm getting that he has a lot of cursed energy, but then he sacrificed his cursed energy to gain superhuman strength. So he has superhuman speed, superhuman smell, superhuman sight. So he's basically like Superman, but he can't fly.
Oh, so that's how he killed Gojo.
Yeah.
No, well, he couldn't take Gojo one-on-one, so he had to he had to basically Batman up. Like, he's Batman and Superman, basically, because he had to create all sorts of, and basically he had to make Gojo tired. So Gojo was awake for 6 days or whatever. And that was Gojo before he hit his peak as Gojo, so.
True. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. And when it comes to superhuman powers and things that don't make sense, I don't know if you guys watch JoJo. There's times where in JoJo they'll just tell you I don't know what is going on. This nigga stopped time, and then the other guy stopped time.
No, bro, you want to know what's confusing? You want to know what's confusing? Like that part 5 with Giorno, and there's the guy who can basically erase time, but time still happens, but it doesn't affect him. But somehow he's erasing that specific. I was like, and then you get to Golden Requiem.
That's the thing about
which also makes me wonder. Which makes me wonder how the Zero Squad guy, the bald one who paints you out of existence, how the hell do you lose with a power like that?
Oh, Ichibe.
I can literally erase you, Ichibe. I can erase you out of existence. It doesn't matter how powerful you are.
Which part was he in? Which
That's-
part was he in?
He's in the new one. He's in the new one.
1,000-year blood war.
The 1,000-year blood war.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Bleach. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Juha just decided that it doesn't work. I mean, anyway,
So
the
he
1,000
basically-
blood
But
war.
you are
So I don't know how
basically
he watched
Aizen
it.
did.
ability to alter reality as well.
Who?
Yeah.
Juha his powers to change
Yeah.
ability. Yeah. I mean, to change reality.
But here's the thing: if I erase you out of reality, how can you change it?
But that's the thing. We don't know. It's just up to what Kubo's feeling at the time, bro.
Because literally, if I say right now that Kim, his name is not Kim, then you guys don't know him anymore because you know Kim, and Kim doesn't exist.
Exactly.
So he's now erased from existence.
But if Kim has decided that Kim exists and Kim has the powers of Juha Bak, then we know him. Your thing is irrelevant.
You see what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
No, it gets to comic book logic. It's just like why can Thor and Hulk punch each other and the world doesn't explode? It gets to that point where eventually characters are so powerful that with Dragon Ball Z, everybody's planetary. Everybody at some point it's way too up there. So
remember the fight between Kenpachi and the kid who couldn't feel pain or something?
Which one? Which fight was that? Is that in the
that was
1,000 Blood
Igaku, wasn't it?
Not Igaku, man. It was this kid who was fighting Kenpachi's. You know that he's
his vice captain.
The vice captain, yeah. And the girl who was under Unohana. That girl,
the fourth squad vice captain.
Yeah, because that guy, I think he creates people out of thin air or something. because he created some lady or someone that was fighting those.
Hey, but I read it a while ago. I read it a
It's
while
not filler
ago.
though.
So.
It's
Okay,
in,
so I think that one, yeah, you're right. It's, oh man.
do you remember?
Okay.
Yeah.
But
That kid, that teenager.
her Shikai was insane because it was double edge. So you see this part. This is the part you see. So if I strike you with this and you dodge this, you think I've dodged. Kanti, there's actually a second one which is long, and that's when you don't see it. So that's her Shikai.
Wait,
That's
I'm
that's
thinking
a
of, she
dope ass
was.
Shikai.
Jujutsu
Wait, I'm
Kaisen
talking about.
levels. Yeah.
Wait. I'm talking about the one who was part of Bach's crew, right? I think he was a blonde or
Oh.
something. He was a blonde, and then I think he could even do explosives, or he had guns or something, and then.
No, okay, that's the one. That's the one Kempachi fought. But the thing is, he had the power of imagination. So if he
The power
imagined
of
it,
imagination, yeah, right.
so if he imagined it, he could do it. And if he imagines you old, you become old. If he
Yes,
imagines you, if your power level is 1,000 and his is 1,000, and he imagines your power level at 500, then your power level goes to 500. So then
yes,
he can beat you that way.
yes.
Now,
But
how do you
so
lose your power?
Kenpachi just overpowered the power of imagination.
Yeah, bro.
Because Kempachi just didn't believe in his imagination. So he's like, I will.
Yeah, and that guy started being
All right,
convinced that
bro.
I think he
And
almost
then the guy started doubting himself
yes.
because Kempachi comes through and he's just like, I have the biggest one and I'm swinging. And if you start doubt, and then because that one is a mind thing, the moment you start doubting yourself, it becomes weaker. So basically, what Kempachi did is
He convinced that
because
kid.
when he was beating him, like when I get to the kid when he starts doing his first moves and Kempachi's beating them, he starts putting doubt in his mind, but he's not aware that he has doubt. So now when he's taking out his powers, he's still doubting them, so they're not at full capacity.
Yes.
So that's how Kempachi actually beat. He didn't just believe in himself. He didn't have the power of belief, and he did. He
Friendship.
actually, or friendship or talk no jutsu. He actually just put doubt in that guy, and then because of that doubt, his power didn't come out the way he had wanted to come out. And
I'm
because
gonna say
every
Well, I
one
mean,
time,
thing.
look, to be fair, just with power systems and fiction in general, it's hard to be consistent all the time. I mean, even if we go to something as simple as Harry Potter, how are these children besting fully grown magician adults? Like you had one summer school of magic, and now you're just beating all of these guys who have been training their entire lives for this thing.
My
Like
nigga,
Harry didn't graduate.
you just learned
Harry
Lingadium
has the power of
Laviosa.
love.
You just learned Lingadium Laviosa and whatever Patronum, and you can defeat
And
adults.
Patronus.
I have to say one thing though.
Guys, Harry Potter had the power of
Kubo.
love.
I have to say Kubo. Like this has always been my beef with Kubo. Don't get me wrong. I still like Bleach, but action sequences they look pretty, but there's dog there's no weight. Like there's no stakes. But like people can just literally swing at each other and swing, but we don't know like how much how long these people can go for, what's at stake. Like it just looks like two things just clashing. And I feel like it's not a huge problem in this arc per se, but it's something that gets bigger and bigger, especially after Ichigo versus Aizen.
Yeah.
After that, then all fights just become like that whole 1,000-year Blood Walk arc is just like you can't keep up with what's happening, except for Yamamoto's fight in terms of stakes. But it literally just becomes two things, ding, 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 and then fight over.
Do you guys understand that lady's
Shout out to the Captain Commander.
Do you guys remember that lady's Bankai from Squad Zero? The lady who's like the scientist as well. She has a Bankai with like bells and like.
She have like arms.
Yeah,
I don't know though, Phil. Like I feel like if that's how you feel, that like the show's done that all the time. I would even say from part one, like even like the best parts of Bleach have been that because like we don't nobody understood how first off how Ichigo overpowered three vice captains. No one understands that. and he did it barehanded.
One man.
I don't even like those moments. I felt the thing is I always let it slide.
Yeah.
But then at some point it just became every single fight. So like in this one, there was a little bit of strategy in specific fights in this specific arc. Or at least I could follow who was winning and who was losing. It was pretty clear. Like I'll use, for example, Ichigo versus ulquiorra. Oh, okay, he just got blown a hole through his chest. He must be losing. But then in other fights, it's kind of like just two things just clashing. And I'm like, I don't know who's winning and who's losing here until Kubo tells me.
Okay, I see what you mean. Like, there's no like this guy's injured and he's weakening, and his bankai is it's like starting to lose its stability, and then he pulls out a special move to win or something like that, or the other guy loses concentration and he thinks like, oh, I've already won, and he goes on a monologue. While he's going on a monologue, the dude like plans a little something like that.
It would be as simple as something like, oh, if Ichigo had like a power limiter, like, oh, I only have 3 Getsuga Tenshos left in this fight. Then I know, oh shit, nigga, like you need to win this fight in 3 Getsuga Tenshos, and then I know what's.
But that never lasts in any shonen anime. But I'm saying that never lasts in any shonen anime. Like every shonen anime, I only have like this long to do this, and then they whip it out anyway. Go past your limits. Like, for example, if we go to My Hero Academia, All Might was talking about my body is breaking down as I speak, yada yada yada. Then he's saying to everybody, a hero can show you in a final pinch, plus ultra. So I mean.
Don't mock the man.
It's an issue I have definitely that with most animes, but I do feel like it's something that's great to do.
But I don't even think it's an anime thing. I mean, even if we go to superheroes, like Spider-Man will say, I can only bench 10 tons. And then next thing you know, Jiggy now is lifting 50. And we're like, how?
No, but he also is running out of
responsibility.
But he is running out of web. So there is times where he's like, oh, I'm running out of web or I'm running out of blood. There's stakes with Peter where he's like, oh, I've got to try and figure this out in a certain amount of time or else I'm going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, so if we look at somebody like Superman, he'll say that he can only do so much. And then next thing you know, he's punching reality and he's reversing time by flying around the planet. So, I mean, for me...
I also don't like Superman fights. They're boring as hell.
They don't make sense.
The problem with Superman fights is they actually shouldn't even be fights. The dude is just way too OP. That's all Superman needs to do, and he knocks you out.
Anyway, we tangented so hard.
Yeah,
Tebello would be so shocked at this tangent.
But also, just
back to.
Before you go back there, I think the only anime that I'm thinking of is Yu-Gi-Oh! At least you see with the life points that the stakes are getting higher and higher or whatever.
I don't. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Also does. Yu-Gi-Oh! Also does things where it's just like, like for example, draw Monster Cardo. Guy has 0 life points, but he's still drawing. What's happening?
I mean, Seinen is a lot more realistic, so I think.
Berserk. No, Guts does things in Berserk. Guts does things in Berserk where I'm like, that needs explanation. How did he fight 1 million? He fought 1,000 people. 1,000 people in one night by himself. One man. And he beat all of them. How?
But at least I know when Guts is tired. I know when Guts is bleeding.
Yeah. But how did he do it? But how?
I'm following.
But it's also like Finland Saga as well.
He had the power of Casca.
But it's like Finland Saga as well. Remember in Finland Saga, what's his name again? The main character, Thorfinn.
Thorfinn.
Like 100 people punch him, dog, so that he can speak to Canute, and he's still alive. He's still surviving. He's still standing. No ways, dog.
Yeah.
No, dog. Before that, he was 14. Before that, he was 14. No, dog, before that, let's go back to Thorfinn. Before that, he was like 14, 13. He's bodying like 17 grown men, and he thought Thortail to a standstill, and he couldn't do anybody by.
This is the thing, though. He is like that. He's that nigga, for lack of a better term. But when he's fighting someone on his hip, I can tell when he's losing and when he's not losing. When he's tired,
he shouldn't stand a chance.
I can tell.
But I'm saying shouldn't stand a chance, though.
100 punches.
It's anime. It's anime.
Girlfriend
Ichigo can fly.
never had
Even though
faith
Pillar can't
until his
fly.
dad died. And
But
then
I'm saying,
Jiggy
Remember how
Jiggy
they
can
said-
body people.
what I'm saying though, Pillar, is you're saying that as long as they show damage, it makes it more logical. I disagree because, like Berserk, all Guts is armed with is a sword and a cannon, and he's beating demons that have decimated entire armies with way more artillery than Guts has ever had.
But when he's fighting someone on his level, at least I can keep up. If he's fighting
But like
Griffith,
these
I know
guys
when
are
he's
above
winning.
Guts.
I know when
These
he's
guys are
losing.
physically above Guts.
Why
and
did
he's
I
beating
miss?
Too much.
We arguing anime logic.
We're arguing power systems and anime logic.
Yeah,
They don't exist.
but I guess that's why something like Samurai Jack makes more sense when the blue guy beats Samurai. Like you're not the man, you know what I mean? Or the minions of Set. You're like, Amo. This is way above my pay grade. It makes sense.
Although, again, if we want to go there, they can't beat Aku. And
But
Aku
he
has
can.
way more stuff than any of those guys.
And he can.
Like, Jack is only armed with a sword and sandals, and he's waxing the strongest being on Earth.
Meanwhile, he can't defeat the minions of Set. You're right. Doesn't make
Make it
sense.
make
I'm just,
sense.
Aku is way faster than them. Aku can make himself into millions. He's got eye lasers. He can fly. Not to mention, he's got legions and armies. Jack handles that all no problem. We get to the minions of Set, and he just saw flames. We get to the Imakandi, flames. We get to the blue guy, flames. Like, so, I mean, everybody's got it somewhere, somehow.
That means the blue guy can defeat. The blue guy can defeat. With that logic, the blue guy can defeat Aku then. You know what I mean?
Which technically he should be able to, because only one
If you
person.
give him the same sword.
No, but the rule says only one person can defeat him to gain access to the portal, and if it's not Jack and it's not Aku, because we saw what the portal showed us, then technically he should be able to defeat Aku.
Gennady said otherwise in season 5. So
We don't talk about season 5. Was season 5 voiced by the original Aku?
Oh.
But that's not fair. That's not fair.
I rest my case.
You pulled the Marco card, didn't you?
That's not fair. He pressed the Marco button.
Yeah, this guy. Anyway, guys, please
Anyway, back to you. Hi.
Oh,
Yo, we
Sorry,
digressed and then
everybody
some.
joining us just now.
Hello, Zuko.
Sorry, everybody, just ADHD kids here. So we're back with Bleach.
Okay.
anyway, yeah, guys, Tebello is back. As I've mentioned before, he is the founder of KC Media, and he has Netgasm, and he has the Geek Spot. Also, he has like the gaming one. I forgot the name of the gaming one. What's the name of the gaming one again, Tebello?
Geek Armada.
Geek Armada. So please check him out. I'll leave the link in the description below. Anyway, sorry guys. As we were saying, Noitora waxes Chad.
Fighting Nell.
Then Nell comes in and
No,
then
we're on now.
Wait. So he waxes Chad. He finds it boring. He finds Grimajo being a emo bitch, trying to say no, keep fighting me. And then Ichigo's trying to give him the what's it called? What's the ninja called again? Naruto
The
speech.
Talk no Jutsu.
The Talk no Jutsu, and then he
Y'all
immediately
need to stop disrespecting Talk no Jutsu like this. I don't like it.
and then he immediately
Talk no
punches
Jutsu
down
stopped here.
Grimajo, which forces Ichigo for some reason to go fight in his defense. I was like, bro, you fought him just a few seconds ago. What's wrong with you?
why are you trying
It's
to say
honor amongst men. He like you
Exactly.
can't just
Remember,
beat up
they
somebody that's
bonded.
beaten up.
If
They
you saw,
bonded.
wait. After the man who gave you the biggest ass whipping in shonen history at that time, because we're not gonna lie, that punch session that Grimajo gave Ichigo was heartbreaking. Are you telling me that guy suddenly forgave?
Vegeta and Goku are friends. So
Vegeta just broke his legs and tried to squish him and then got his tail cut. It doesn't compare to the D ha 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 ha, and then Oh,
Are
now
you
we have suspense.
forgetting how that fight went? I feel like you're forgetting how that fight went.
Dog, Goku couldn't move his entire body, dog. Not just
Goku got
And
Vegeta was disrespecting him at some stage. Just simply letting Goku jump around for fun, making Goku believe he was doing something. Vegeta was disrespectful in that fight.
he got his licks in. I mean, he did knock out his eye.
Nice, my.
Yeah,
You know.
compared to that embarrassment he gave Ichigo. He ate, and then you're gonna tell me that Ichigo's gonna turn around after beating him once.
You know what? Sometimes I feel like Kubo was like, you know what? I don't have anything for next week, guys. I'm just gonna make stuff up. Yeah. I got none.
No, but everybody does that. Everybody does that. Everybody freestyles. Even Oda, like with his planned thing. There's sometimes where One Piece fans are like, "Hey, dog, you're freestyling here now." When did this happen? So
I'm sure even Toriyama did a whole chapter about Ginyu just changing bodies. It's like I have no idea. I'm just gonna use this frog.
Yeah.
And this is Ginyu, and then
So yeah, okay. So Ichigo comes and defends Noitra. Noitra, you finds out that your boy's like he's the defense character of the Espada, so he's got very hard skin, and this is a
and
PG
he's
show.
also one of the coolest designs. Like, I was so tired of seeing weird designs with the Espada. It was nice to see
Oh, hang
some
on.
cooler looking designs.
But
Okay,
Grimjo was the dopest design. Well, I think Grimjo
I
is my
liked
favorite
Grimajo.
Ankara, by the way.
I liked Grimajo, but some of them designs was weird. Like when we
seconds.
got to the other Espada, some of them were just like, either you're not trying here or there's like for example, that weird guy that Grimajo killed, like the weird guy that Grimajo killed. He was just a tentacle dude. I was like, I don't need to see that.
Yeah, there were some hella weird ones. The guy that Byakuya fought with the love guy. Like, what is going on there, bro? You look like that thing. The queen.
He was so cool in his base form.
Ooh.
He looked. You know what he looked like when he transformed? He looked like that thing the queen carries when she's about to be coronated or something. I don't know what it's called, but he looked like that.
Are you talking about the flamboyant guy, no?
The lava spider, the one that
not the horse guy, the black dude, the one that
Oh,
black
Charlotte Coolhorn.
The witchcraft guy.
No,
not the rose one, not the rose one.
Black guy.
The one who fought Byakuya.
Yeah,
who almost killed Rukia. The one who almost killed Rukia.
Zomari Leroux.
That's the witchcraft.
Yes.
His name is Zomari Leroux.
Yeah.
And the one who inspired he inspired the coolest line in Bleach for me. Who said I killed you because I'm a Shinigami. I killed you because you pointed your sword at my pride. Come on. G'd up.
The original line says, and this is when you know that this is coming from royalty. He says, I did not kill you because I'm a Shinigami and you're an Aranka. I rescinded your right to live purely because you pointed such a dull blade at my pride. That's the original text.
That goes even harder. I rescinded
your right to live.
You're right.
I was too let down by the fact that he was so whack. I was like, bro, you came in with the double step. This is the black character. Fast. You're about to do something. All you're gonna do is just turn into a flower pot with eyes on your body. Yeah.
With the most damage. I mean, you're the fastest.
Dog, we just lost Tosin. And this my guy.
But his power doesn't make sense. How are you the fastest and your power is love? And you turn into a flower. Like, where does your speed come into that?
And he can control whatever his eyes see, right? I feel like there's very creative ways to use that.
One thing that only one point, like if he puts his mark, his armor, that's his name. Yeah, the abuse of Spanish. His armor on your head, he can control your entire body. If he puts your armor on your arm, it's his. Things like that. And then
I didn't care for him. So when Byakuya got him out of here, I was like, "I dog, you were a disappointment to black characters, Chief. First, you even had the big lips on top of that, and you don't have the cool powers. You can't have the big lips and not have cool powers. Come on."
Sometimes I wonder what qualifies these people to be part of certain teams, especially when they get bodied quickly.
Bruh.
How did you join this club, dog?
How?
It's like a favor.
Because if you look at that table, he's right there. He's sitting there with the tough G hands, with the prayer hands, like he's a big deal. Kante, dog,
Are we done talking about him? Or are we gonna go back to Noitra Jigura?
Okay, back to Noitra. I mean, he's
we
also
are diverging
kind of
every 2 seconds. Like, oh my
Hey,
soul,
dog,
every
sorry.
2 seconds. The ADD is high today, bro. Every
is
2
the first
seconds we
recording
diverge.
This is the first recording of the year.
I'm not the only one.
Tebello, I kid you not, we've been on for an hour. We have talked about Bleach, about Noitara for about 5 minutes. Probably less. We literally diverge every
Okay.
we literally diverge
okay.
every 2 seconds.
It's because we took a break.
He knows us.
It's because we took a break on this podcast. We've watched Jujutsu Kaisen, and so there's a lot we needed to talk about. But I think we're getting off the system.
You're talking about Pluto and God. All right, let's get back to it. So Noitra fights Ichigo. What happens? Oh, Ichigo gets his
After
ass
that,
handed to him.
then and then Nell steps in,
and then he sees Nell. He abuses the baby, and then Nell decides to finally grow up because, quote unquote, she just had adult feelings. I don't know what the hell that means.
Of note, according to me.
Hey,
yeah.
I was almost like, hey, can Orihime, Orihime, I know you're supposed to be part of the main cast, but can you just maybe, can you just?
Are we starting the dialogue again?
No. I'm saying Nell. We talked about that, but I'm saying Nell. Nell, when Nell was doing her thing, I was like, hey, Orihime, I know you're the healer, but can you just?
I think she was.
The glow up was real.
Of Nell, wasn't she? She was jealous of Nell, right? At a point.
Oh, very.
She was, yeah.
No,
also,
like
you see that. Like you see that 6 on her back. You see that number 6 on her back, and I was like, "Yo, Nell is the one.
Nell
is the one."
It wasn't number 6.
It was 3.
It was 3.
Nell was a 3.
Oh,
yeah.
It was a 3. Sorry.
Nell
is the one.
So she was replaced by, is it Halle Bell or something?
Halle Bell. Oh my God! I still know all their names.
Shout out to Halle Bell.
Hey,
shout out to Halle Bell.
Or should I get the pillow again?
No.
What I liked about her design was like this. I was like this. So I thought she was like this cool ninja character. Do not be afraid, my children. I'll protect you.
And she's one of the few who survived. So shout out to Halle Bell,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because she's the king of Heuco Mundo right now.
Yeah,
I guess so.
But now pretty much when she transforms, she takes over the fight, right? She kind of overpowers.
Yeah.
No, she was blitzing Noitara. Noitara was dead. Noitara was dead if that thing didn't happen. And I was like, when I was watching it, I was like, okay, she's about to get him. And then they were just like, psych. And it just took her powers and then made her a little girl again. And I was like, man. I was like, Nell was the one. I was like, Orihime.
Was her
side point? Why didn't Orihime heal her when everything was done now?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, girl, you have a chance. You
Kubo's not interested in that.
The scar is the thing that caused the regression. Heal the damn scar and then you get adult Nell back.
Maybe Orihime is also petty. Maybe Orihime saw that and she was like,
those boobs are way too big for my man.
She can fight and she looks like that. She can fight and she looks like that. No. Bye.
Not next to Ichigo, not to my Ichigo.
not my man. Oh, I don't know how to heal that much damage. Oh dear.
Like, didn't you give back that dude's arm?
That happened like a week ago. Come on.
Yeah.
That doesn't have much time. No, this is like years of trauma. What the hell?
I'm tired. I'm tired. I got attacked. I have no energy.
Oh, Kurosaki-kun, I'm fainting. Hold me.
You know, looking at
Fragile.
Ulquiorra's face behind Pillars. I'm like, I feel like he's watching us. It's like, Yala just talking nonsense.
Yeah.
When it's my turn.
Uyukura is judging us hard. Like,
Oh,
He is though, because so anyway, Nell regresses and enter is Kokosa Corner, last number, Inkankara, Gabadia,
you forget the part.
Kenpachi.
He gets Noto then gets sick and tired and gets his second in command to fight him. To fight Ichigo.
Oh yeah.
And then that
Oh.
guy, I like, you see, they censored it in the anime, but in the manga, that guy was like a beast. The way it was slowly tearing apart Ichigo, first he breaks his leg by stepping on it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then he breaks his arm that holds the sword. It's like, ah! And then when I was like trying to scream, Kurosaki-kun, Noto grabs his hair by the tongue. It's like, ah! Shut up and watch the show. And that's when all things look all depressing and people are like, oh my God, everyone's going to die. Where the executioner squad was going to kill Ted. And Zomari was about to like, look, you pathetic number 9. Even I have to finish off your sloppy. you didn't have enough guts to finish the job. I have to finish off your sloppy seconds. And who else was about to die? Oh, Renji and Abai.
And Ishida.
Ishida.
And Rukia.
And have you talked about the stupid name of that Caesar Apollo's resurrection?
What's the
What was
name?
it called again?
What's it called again?
Phonicaras.
You're talking about Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
rock star scientist.
Yeah.
The same
What the hell? The first time I read it, it's like, are
Sounds
you
like
sure you want to put that there?
yeah.
I thought this is a kid's show. How are you going to translate it into English? And
You
then
know-
put it there.
It is not a kid's show. First off, we got death guards and suicide, and you know that Shonen doesn't care. Shonen has never cared. Show me one Shonen show that's ever been like, this is child friendly.
No, if there's one thing you've got to,
Captain
one constant about Shonen we've got to appreciate is that it was heavy on the violence, but not so much on the sex. Now you go ahead and say it straight up. You have a song called fornication.
Are we forgetting Tsunade? Every little boy stood up when we. Every little boy, we didn't know what was happening. We were just like, what's going on with the fifth Hokage?
Rangib, Valley of the Gods.
Hey, Pella, there was that whole scene.
Valley of the Gods.
I said it wasn't heavy. I didn't say it wasn't if there wasn't sex involved. I said it wasn't heavy on the sex. Big difference.
Pella, fan service is a whole trope. Fan service is a whole trope.
Remember how Mayuri powered up after that fight? Like even Uryu and Reggie were like, we cannot even show this on TV. Like,
oh yeah, no, that's how you revived. No, that's how you revived Nemu. What he did to Nemu. Hashtag me too go. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Bleach was wilding in some stages.
I don't understand how these captains have vice captains that are not human or that are like, I don't get it.
So if there's one thing you need to learn about Soul Society, is that they only respect one thing, and that's strength. If you're strong enough, you get the job.
We don't care if you're a fox. We don't care if you're
a fox.
They went to the Red Ribbon Army School of Recruitment. They went to the Red Ribbon Army School of Recruitment. Yeah. Everybody was in there. If you were a dog, a cat, a woman, a man, a sheep, you're in the Red Ribbon Army because Goku was fighting every type of animal in that army, and they all had guns and speeches, and they were on TV. One of them was smoking a cigarette, in the corner.
You're absolutely right, because even the LGBT members were there, because you can't tell me that General Blue was straight.
It's like Emperor Pilaf. Like his team, Emperor Pilaf's team is like a fox and an assassin, and it's like, yo, what the and a ninja fox? Like how?
All are welcome, guys. All are welcome.
So that's the That's the
We
thing
don't
about
discriminate. We
that's
recruit
the thing
everyone.
about society.
They ended apartheid long before. They already pretty much
But-
Genitality.
But I
Brother.
have to interject. I think maybe it happened over time. Because remember in Urahara's flashback,
Yeah.
remember when he's the head of the scientist or whatever, they have like a zone in a prison for things that they don't understand. And I think Urahara's whole story was trying to break down those barriers. Hence why he wanted to make Marie the new science captain
Yeah,
guy.
Koroshi Mayuri.
Take over. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
but
think
I mean,
there was
still,
a time and then it changed.
but I think that's like riffraff. It wasn't like I think, and that was based on like social etiquette. I don't think it was actually based on appearance. Like I think
Because-
at that point, because I think Mayuri would have been in there had he had the social etiquette necessary to be part of the Gote 13. I don't think it had anything to do with his appearance. I don't
You
think
think they were all
Genryusai.
criminals?
It was more for the
Yeah,
people
like-
who,
yeah,
who exhibited
yeah.
psycho tendencies and who went off the rail.
It's like
Yeah.
Batman
More than
going
per
to
usual.
Arkham
Because
to getting
my-
help from the Riddler or something.
Yeah, it was the Arkham. It was the Arkham.
it's like
I get it.
even time.
So good. I think you
You know, he
froze.
was, yes, because okay. I said Mayuri was already a part of the Gote 13 by the time Urahara was promoted to captain.
Hmm.
No, he
Because-
was.
Yeah,
No,
yes,
he
No,
wasn't
he
a
was.
captain. He was a
Remember,
vice. I think he
that
was a
prison-
vice.
he
No,
wasn't
no,
a
guys.
vice. He was still in squad 5. He was the lowest.
That prison was for all Gote 13 members who had strayed off the rules and the
okay,
path
yeah,
of
yeah.
Gote
Yes.
13. So
Yes.
you got recruited, but then they saw Guti, hey, when you like chopping animals on the side, upper, go to jail. You got recruited, but when I go busy,
But
you're getting your R. Kelly on.
But that doesn't make sense because the original Kempachi was way crazier than all of them, and she was still part of the.
Oh,
You
who
know,
was
but
going
then
to
in-
who
but
was
I'm
going to
saying
arrest her? Who was going to arrest her? Can anyone answer that question? Who was going to say, my darling, you are
Genryusai.
too crazy. Time for you to go to jail.
Yamato.
Genryusai. How?
I was damn scared of her. Everyone was. If there's one person, if there's one person who like when she said I'm resigning, I'm going to squad 4, and it's like I bet we're making sure she never needs to go fight again.
we'll get you nurses, we'll get you doctors, we'll give you anything you need. It's all good. Medicine.
It's all good.
Aye.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's from that
And-
age when society was unhinged. It was her. Genryusai just wanted to have a nice school for little kids for them to grow up. Genryusai and Hashirama, very familiar in character types, even though Genryusai is an asshole. But when it comes to like, he just wanted to be the nice old grandpa. That's his problem. He was tough in the outside, soft in the inside. Unahana, oh. So, see,
I must catch up on the. I must catch up on the. I must catch up on the
Yeah.
new thing. Yeah.
You know what the messed up
Anyway.
thing about Unaha being the medical thingy? The only reason she knows medicine it was because she was trying to figure out ways to kill people in the
Because
slowest
she kills
way,
people.
the best way, so that she could enjoy it. She literally knows the human body just because she was trying to figure out how can I kill you in a way that would satisfy my bloodlust.
That would not be boring. It's crazy.
And it won't be boring.
And the only
That's
reason,
literally the only reason she knows that.
the only
And she
reason
didn't-
she is
And she didn't go to jail for it. Crazy.
who was going to
No,
take
but
her
that,
to jail.
but
That's all
remember, the original captains were buck crazy. They
All
were
of them,
criminals. Oh, the original captains were criminals. All of them. There was no, I have honor, I have code. They had no. The only code was we killed these
we
pastors
kill
from
any,
Heuco
Yeah,
Mundo.
Genryusai basically just took a bunch of nukes and he just pointed it at like the hollows. He was like, "Don't
Yeah.
do it over
Kill.
here. Let's go over there."
kill them.
Because all of
How
them
you
were crazy.
them,
They
yeah.
literally said there's actually a talk where they say like the original members were basically all criminals. They were all
That's
um
murdering.
mass murderers, Genryusai level powerful people. So you
That's
can
why
just
sometimes,
imagine.
sometimes you question whether the Quincy's are bad people or not? Sometimes.
Oh
The question.
no, they're not, because them niggas was crazy. Them niggas was crazy.
No,
Them
I mean,
they
but
were crazy.
the Quincy's also were kind of wilding as well, because they were like, we kill all hollows, all of them. This
No.
brat died because he got hit by a car. Now he must just not exist anymore. I'm fit. Let him go to Soul Society. Nah, he dies forever. This one died saving her child by drowning in the water. Now she's a hollow. Die forever.
You should have been. You should
But
have been
anyway,
terrified.
sorry guys.
Okay, back to the scene where now everybody's
Jesus, guys.
back,
Can punch.
and then we have this. That's when he's
We're
about to
never reaching Kurakawa Town at this rate. Okay,
Then
head of the game.
the big boar man tries to punch Ichigo to death, and then enters the OG as Zuko introduced him.
The intro.
If there's one moment where we needed a Stone Cold, it was that. Like, oh
But
my
you
god.
see, this goes back to what Pila said earlier.
Yeah.
The way some of these power levels are inconsistent and whatever. Yes, we did like Zaraki Kenpachi. We did like him already.
Yes.
But after he just passed out from fighting Ichigo in Soul Society, and then we're now depending on this guy to defeat the guy that was defeating Ichigo just now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And like,
But remember,
I maintain he won that
with
fight
Kenpachi's
though.
power-
I maintain Zaraki beat him.
with
Huh?
no,
Kenpachi's
I
power,
agree. But I mean, it's just also sometimes it's like, oh, I'm gonna use two hands now. Like it's like at some point it's just the rule of cool. But it is what it is.
Yeah, like why don't you use two hands when you're fighting Ichigo?
Dog, let's why are we asking those
If you
questions
want me
now?
to-
How did Ichigo speed blitz Renji in the first place when they first met? And Renji was supposed to be doing this for thousands of years.
Technically, he almost did
Okay.
use two hands, because when Ichigo was pressuring him when he came back from the dead and he was blocking, he just said, "Oh my god, his power!" And then you just see his second hand about to hold, and then Ichigo decided, "Nope, I'm waiting for this moment. I'm gonna overpower you right here and now," and then slices his chest. Then we have the whole. When Ichigo's like saying, "No, I want to end this quickly," and then you just hear Zaraki Kenpachi go crazy, and you had that iconic laugh of his that I don't know if I can do it anymore. No, I did it once last year. That is, you get once a year, once a decade.
You're saving
Crazy,
it.
Zaraki.
Yeah,
but remember, with also what Unaha proved, the closer Kenpachi gets to death, the more his original power comes back. So basically, Ichigo defeating him raised his dormant power again. Remember, this dude, as much as he's fighting with the patch, that's limiting his power so that he can enjoy the fights, he still has power
Beyond that, yes.
am I still
Hey,
there?
Zuko.
Just as he
Come back to us, Fire Lord. Come back to us.
As he was explaining himself. All along when he was quiet, nothing was happening.
I sense the effects of somebody infiltrating this. I can feel his.
It's not nerdgasm, sir. It's not nerdgasm. Please allow us. Okay.
Don't bring your enemies here.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
Don't bring my enemies.
I hope he comes back.
You know, it says 3/4 of the four members of the Nerdgasm podcast. Don't bring your enemies here.
I have no enemies.
I guess what.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Pila, you wanted to say something. You said you agree with this
The
power
power
level.
scaling.
Yeah, it's probably the power level thing. But also, there's another point I wanted to ask though. I'm genuinely asking out of trivia sake. There's the ability, Nell sucks up the Zero,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then she throws it back, and then when she's fighting Noitra, is that ability all Hollows have, or was just that her unique thing?
No, I think it's her unique one.
It's her
unique one because everyone has a unique something that they can do. Oh, there he is.
Welcome
Back.
Go back.
Yeah.
Hey, we thought we
Yeah,
lost
I
you,
lost
Kyle.
signal, man. I lost
We thought we
signal,
lost you,
bruh.
Kyle.
Welcome back, man. You
I
on a
don't know
roll.
what happened.
Please go ahead.
No, I was just saying with Kenpachi's power, it's kind of like Gohan with his latent hidden power, except that with Kenpachi, it actually comes out and it stays there and it doesn't just mysteriously now
Don't do us.
disappear.
Don't do Gohan fans like that. It's so painful. Ish.
Dude,
So
you
we
know
don't fight
they,
about Gohan on this channel anymore.
they hyped him
It
up.
always
They
gets
say
to
he's got this hidden power, and then nothing. Anyway, I digress. So with Kenpachi, the stronger, the stronger the opponent, the stronger he gets because now his dormant power comes back up.
Yes, he even says it here.
So as much as Ichigo defeated him, and now you're thinking Ichigo is stronger than him. Remember also Ichigo has plot armor. So he has to beat him. Kenpachi wipes Ichigo's ass straight up. Because remember,
Not now, but before, yeah.
Yeah, I get it now. He's got like 20,000 different powers. So his mom was a Quincy / Hollow. His dad is a Shinigami.
Former captain.
He probably has an aunt that's I don't know. He's got an aunt that's a Saiyan. He's got an
uncle's
uncle.
a shinobi.
That's a Jujutsu Kaisen.
His great grandfather is a titan.
His great grandmother has a stand.
Yeah.
And they're all descended from Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee.
Ichigo for me is number one when it comes to plot armor, dog. Like by far.
But even I think
and what did I tell you?
Gojo is a close second though, because like this guy, you wonder why are you not the main character, dog? Why are you so overhyped? Like everybody thinks you're powerful, but you're not the main character.
Oh, you know what?
There's a guy that uses fists.
But I'm saying if we're looking at it that way, then the Uchiha are the most hackiest of hacks. Like even from part 1 up until Shippuden. Like for example,
wait, guys.
I'm saying Sasuke at part 1, he literally could copy anybody's physical movements. That's like you do push-ups for thousands of years.
As a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
No, but he can just look at you and he can do it.
And Kakashi,
there's a difference between being the most powerful character and having plot armor. Plot armor is literally when the narrative just works where you just win. Like Ichigo, for example,
Sasuke versus Deidara.
But the Hollow just comes out of nowhere and wins the fight.
No, but Sasuke versus Deidara, if we're going to do that, Sasuke was out of chakra. Deidara had him dead to rights, and all of a sudden he can summon jutsu. He can summon
killed himself. What
one-on-one fight hasn't been laced with plot armor for Sasuke? Can anyone answer that question? Okay,
Sasuke took L's everywhere. The only time he didn't take an L was when he killed Orochimaru, but Orochimaru was weak. He took out a weakened Orochimaru.
Which was another.
That's the only time he hasn't taken an L. Deidara. Deidara was literally a plot armor away from killing him. Killer B disrespected him so badly that while he was whooping his ass, he stopped, he wrote a rhyme, and then whipped his ass again.
Yo, that was the most insane 3v1.
Shout out to Masashi for respecting black people, yo. It's like, yo, I don't want that smoke.
I'm sorry.
No, he gave us an entire damn village. He was the only one that was like, you know what?
You know what's hilarious is that Sasuke was feeling himself after Itachi, and Killer B just beat the him out of Sasuke so fast.
Itachi was sick. Sasuke did that whole thing where he makes the atmosphere hot, the Kirin, and Itachi was still whooping. And remember, Itachi didn't use the shield that he could have blocked that Kirin with that shield, the Tokasha shield. You could have blocked the killing with
Okay.
that.
Anyway,
Wait.
getting back to Bleach. Back to
Welcome
Bleach.
Bleach.
This
Bleach.
All right.
this is a filler. I'm telling you, this is a filler episode.
Yeah,
This is we are flirting with Bleach. We are making once again feel that frustration, viewers. You see how
Yeah.
this is how many
Do it.
filler arcs we had to go through just to watch this Bleach that you go on
So
about.
just
Oh my god! All you 1,000 blood war arc stands that are suddenly in the Bleach camp and you're like you've always loved Bleach. Stop lying! Stop lying! Because you did not go through all the arcs that we suffered through. Who's
They
still
don't know about the Bantu arc. They don't know about the
Guys,
Bantu
yeah.
arc.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't know
woke
about
up
that.
with you this morning. I still survive.
Then the whole
They don't know the struggle, bro.
They don't know
Then the
about
whole-
this. Okay, the Zambaktu arc wasn't too bad.
it's
It
still
wasn't too
dumb
bad.
as all heck. What the hell?
About the
It
princess
wasn't
one.
too bad. The
Princess.
princess one. Oh
one.
my god.
The
my
former
God.
The
squad,
princess one.
there's a squad 3 captain one. Yo, we have suffered. We have suffered.
Let's not even talk about Naruto fillers. Where
Yeah.
they show you. You remember
Naruto
during
has
the
one
war,
good filler. Naruto has one good filler. I
Naruto
think.
fillers. I remember during the war arc, they literally had
Oh, hey, that one was
4
No,
different
you wanna know something?
versions
Okay,
of Yamamoto.
guys.
Of
No,
Yamamoto. They had literally
Back to
4
Bleach.
fillers
Back
of
to
him.
Bleach.
Back to
So
Bleach. Back to
now,
Bleach. Okay.
And
So
Kenpachi.
finally, Kenpachi enters the fight.
dun, dun,
He
dun,
does
dun,
the thing
dun,
with the
dun,
two.
dun, dun, dun,
He
dun,
does the
dun,
two
dun,
sword thing, and he basically waxes Noitora. And then
Owie.
Noitora pushes him, or basically he's like, "Oh, you might actually kill me, so let me use Kenjutsu, the sword style, or whatever." Waxes Noitora. And then
Noitora refuses,
Kubo. Oh wait, Noitora refuses to die or something.
refuses to give up because Zaraki is like, okay, I'm done now, bye bye. And they're like, what the hell? You can't leave it like this. This fight ain't over. And then finally, and I think it's like for the first time we see it on actual manga or where Zaraki actually kills someone dead.
Yeah. That's true.
And as she
This guy
dies,
actually kills people, does it? They kind of like leave
They-
you to assume they did.
yeah, they leave you to assume that it's a killer. But if you to canonically speaking, the only time we see an online proper murder or
No,
kill.
we see two because
No, from
another
Zaraki.
one comes later. No,
I'm
from
talking-
Zaraki. Yeah, I'm saying from Zaraki. There's
Yeah.
two. It's Noitora and there's another guy. But if
this
we
was-
get to
Oh
him,
yeah,
I'll-
and also his apprentice, but then that apprentice was asking for it. Imagine this man blocked your fist, and it's like, who are you? And it's like,
no,
you're not
but
gonna
then
answer?
it's 3, isn't it? But then it's 3 because Kenpachi does kill another guy.
Like, okay, later on. Yes, he does. You're right.
Mm.
But
So
then
basically, Kenpachi ngumZulu. He's just unenkani nje uyabulala nje.
no, he,
Yeah,
he,
man.
does,
Kodwa mina ngamshaya.
he doesn't like to kill pathetic things.
Isn't that how he became captain? He killed someone. He
Yeah,
killed
he killed
another.
He killed the captain. He killed
the
the captain.
Crazy. Bro.
No, Kenpachi's a murderer. Like, there's no
No,
way
I'm not
anybody's
saying he-
looking at that guy.
I'm not saying he doesn't kill. I'm just saying when you see it on screen where he finally takes somebody
Yeah.
out, it's a beautiful shot as well because you can see it. They're trying to invoke feelings with this guy's like he refuses to give up and because
I did not care.
not
I
less for
did not
battle.
care.
I was like, yeah, bitch, die.
I did not care. I was like, get off the screen. I'm tired
But
of your
wait,
tongue.
is this when Yami then comes in?
Yeah, and
No,
he's and he has number 0. I was
Oh,
like,
oh.
get out of here.
Oh no, that's
No.
let's not
No,
get
no,
too ahead of
no.
ourselves
That's a bit forward. There's still something that happens before
because
I think do they not intercut between the other fights? So you go to
Some-
Byakuya versus
Oh,
the
yeah.
pumpkin guy.
Wait,
No,
is
by
this
that
is
time-
this is this where we see Mayuri do that whole thing where I think that was one of the most terrifying anime deaths, like on the list of anime deaths, that's
Yeah.
one of the most terrifying, where he basically makes the dude accelerate so fast
that
that everything is going in slow motion and he just has to sit there and feel 1,000 years
With the
as
sword
this
in his
blade
chest.
oh my god.
Mm.
yeah, I've got the picture
He
right
dies
here.
for 1,000 years.
Where's the camera? Camera,
Oh,
show.
we can't see anything. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is the one.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yo,
With
one of the
sword
I-
in his chest, no?
yeah, that was.
But
And
here's
he's
the
like-
thing, like, you know what I never understood about this scene, no?
Yeah.
How does which captain know where to go and which opponent to face?
Okay. One. Kuchiki Byakuya sensed Rukia, sensed Rukia, and then it immediately went straight to her because he says this huge thing that's about to kill him.
That
Right.
makes sense. Yes.
Zaraki Kenpachi was looking for the strongest opponent, and it saw the one that's next to Ichigo, and it's like, I bet that's my
Right.
prey.
Okay.
Onahana was looking for anyone who was wounded in a critical condition because they were there to help. They're not here to kill. So
Okay.
that's where he went to Ted. Then leaves Kurishima Yuri, literally left incurable surveillance bacteria inside Ishida.
Oh, Ishida. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he was analyzing this entire fight, and he thought, okay, we're gonna need this, and this.
Wait, since Soul Society.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he basically
Society.
because he wanted to study the Quincy blood or whatever. He wanted to study whatever Ishida did to him.
The
That
way
That dude was
he
a guinea pig
the
without
way
his
he got
knowledge.
violated for Ishida, I was like, what?
So it makes sense why he lost that fight then.
Yeah, like I only use the
No, my Yuri is like the whole of Soul Society is just uncomfortable. Like when I think about it, I'm like, hey, you guys just let a lot. Like you have some nerve putting people in Arkham Asylum when there's a guy with Mayuri on your team and he's literally just got human experiments left, right, and center.
Soul Society
like-
itself is Arkham.
but guys, can you imagine how disgust? I'm surprised you guys are so calm at the level of disgust I felt at the thought that imagine having incurable surveillance bacteria inside you, and this person's watching your every single single
Daily.
action.
Nahana is
daily.
the guy who killed your dad.
then
Nahana is
that's
the guy who killed your
grandpa.
father. Grandfather killed your grandfather.
Wow. Okay. That just took it to a whole new level of twisted.
Have you lost Peter?
I think we did.
Oh, all right.
No, I'm still here.
Is he? No. You still here, but Pillar looks like he's Pillar. Can you hear us?
Oh. Yeah, he's frozen.
I think-
Is he having load shedding at 10?
Yep.
Okay. Ish, I hope he comes. Oh well, there's my power. So yay me, I guess. I hope he comes back.
what-
Come
what
to the
such-
light.
Okay, let's keep it going, and then I guess we'll see
So-
what Pillar says. I hope he comes back.
I also miss those important scenes, you know? I like one of my favorite moments from the Zaraki and Noitra fight was when they introduced each other. Because all the other captains were like saying, I will not give you my name.
Yeah.
But Unahana was like, we are here. I'm the captain. Here's my vice captain. We are there. All the offensive captains were like, Kuchiki was like, I'm your opponent. That's all you need to know.
Mhm.
As for Mayuri,
Why
it's
do you
like,
need to know my name? You're gonna die.
yeah.
What use is it?
As for Mayuri was like, what's the point of me giving you my name? But you know, it'd be unfortunate if you did not give me me your name, because if once I bottle you up, I'll need to properly label you. And then there's Zaraki and Noitra. Noitra just goes like, hiya! Zaraki blocks. It's like not a bad. Finally moves, and it's not a bad strike. What's your name, Shinigami? Juichiban Taitaicho. Zaraki Kenpachi. Quinta Espada. Noitra Jigura. And then
Which makes me-
let's go.
it gives me an idea of how Joker would have been like if he was part of the Bad Family. Like, oh, that's exactly how you would have been like. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Mm.
So that's my favorite part of the whole fight sequence. Then we have then after the fight we have that wonderful scene where you just see how powerful Stark is.
Oh, with the Ceros.
No. He doesn't use anything. It's like, girl, I need you to heal me. Like, okay, takes 2 steps and there he is.
Oh, right, and then that's when he kidnapped Orihime.
And then it's like, look at this face. Look at this. This is I don't have any fucks to give.
But he was kind of low-key a disappointment, though.
It
He
was,
Yeah.
but at this point, we didn't know anything more about this character.
Yeah.
So at this point, you see something like this happen, where you see him, he takes the girl in front of 2 captain-level opponents,
Hey,
sends
bro.
it back to Aizen, and he doesn't even stop with Aizen and say, okay, here's Aizen, now let me walk away. He drops her in front of Aizen and still leaves in super speed because you don't see him in that hole, anywhere near that hole. It's like, my job's done, bye, bitch.
Hey,
He's
that man was
like-
tired of
he-
life, man.
It's like if Shikamaru was an Aranka, basically.
Yeah.
Because he
So-
doesn't want to do this. But okay. What a pain. Let me do it and get it over and done with.
And then we have that wonderful scene, you know. Welcome back, Orihime. What's wrong? Orihime, you look like you're in pain. And then smile. And then next to if someone came that close to me that suddenly and touched my face like that and told me to smile, I'd be like, bitch,
Forget Ichigo. Who's Ichigo?
who the hell is Ichigo? Aizen-sama.
These healers ain't loyal.
Yo.
These healers are not
Mixed.
loyal.
Then we get to that one of my favorite scenes one of my favorite frames that involves Tosin when he invokes the Tente Kura. Because look at this picture. This okay, I'm going to be
You're gonna have to zoom out a bit.
okay.
With the background, you either switch off the background because when you move too close, it merges
Oh.
with the background.
You can't see me. Am I back? Am I in frame?
Yeah.
I can see you.
Yes, you see this picture here with those squiggly lines.
Oh
And then
yeah.
and then suddenly there's the big ass television set here. It's here.
Right.
And then Bakudo no Nanajunana. Tente Kura.
What was Gin doing at this time?
Gin was just being his usual asshole self, just smiling there in the background.
He was just smiling. That has to be one of the creepiest smiles ever because dude just be smiling.
Fox face.
You know?
I can't even do that smile. Like that smile is so creepy, man.
No,
Like,
it's a wide set, non-teethy smile without your eyes. So you have to close your eyes, smile with your eyes as well, and then
He basically was like Orochimaru face with no eyeballs. I was like, yo.
exactly.
Yeah.
oh wow.
Damn.
I'm sure if you think about it, you can find an Orochimaru, Itachi, or something in all these things. Shikamaru, like
Oh,
Oh,
in
yeah.
Bleach. Yeah.
That-
yeah, and
Definitely.
like you can find parallels like in any anime. Like okay, this is Kakashi, this is
Yeah.
whoever.
Yeah.
How
My
did you
Yu-
think about it?
my
Because you
Yuri is
know
definitely-
Gojo's Kakashi, Mr. Worldwide.
Oh yeah, please everyone. Anyone who's disputing that is either blind or stupid.
Mm. And that's
No,
here.
but like JJK is like Naruto if the main character, if the writer didn't care about the main characters.
Now, if you look at the plot, if you look at the plot and then if you look at the abilities, it's like JJK is the midpoint between Bleach and Naruto.
Yeah.
Because plot-wise, it's a boy finds this mysterious world of superpowers with spiritual energy or something
Of
close
a demon,
close
of a
to
demon, what?
of a demon nature, and then we're gonna spice it up with Kakashi. So there's no organized soul society type thing.
And I'll
It's
tell you,
the-
Itadori. I'll tell you, Itadori's probably wishing he had Shadow Clone Jutsu for half of these fights.
True.
Yeah.
Left,
Yeah.
right, uppercut.
Yep.
And then no, what? No, no, yo, that girl's name.
No, Bara.
No, Bara. Yeah. She's basically if Sakura was useful. That's basically it.
Where is he? You know, you're only saying this now that now.
Not even. No, it's because we're bringing it up now, right now, and she died anyway. So
What? Spoiler.
Spoilers. Why
Yes,
are we
man.
synchronized?
um,
Why are we synchronized
We did it again.
again? Why is this such a common occurrence?
Because we're not there yet. So like
Just
my
because
pearls.
well, it's implied. It's implied. I'm not sure.
It's
But anyway.
not confirmed.
Yeah.
We don't know. But
Um,
knowing Gegi, it's confirmed.
Knowing him.
Yo, actually, you know what? This weekend I'm getting my JJK on.
Season
I'm,
2.
I'm a
You
little
know,
behind. I'm
you
getting my
know,
JJK on.
you know what I've learned from watching all this anime all these years is realizing it's like I'm only going to watch these things once the whole season is done. I'm not going to give myself the stress. I'm not going to give myself the stress of watching episode by episode. Imagine this. There's this girl, Nikki Haruma, Nikki something on TikTok. She watched all of One Piece, and now she's caught up, and now she has to wait episode by episode like everyone else, and you could just see the despair in her eyes. I'll send you the video if I can find it. That poor
Please.
giri. The
No,
way she,
I can take One Piece episode by episode, honestly, because I need to get the filler out of the way, Chief.
I have no time. I'm
Yeah, no,
sorry.
I'm struggling with One Piece. I'm where they meet Sanji for the first time, and he's still.
Yo,
What?
you were still in East Blue.
I'm still at East Blue.
Ah,
I'm
Chief.
struggling. The anime is too
Confession time. I
It's
tried to
like-
watch One Piece. I got to about episode 10. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
But
I
funny
did not
enough-
get the hype.
Funny enough, when I read the manga,
And I left it.
I was way quicker with the manga. Funny enough.
Well, I mean, at some point you can just read the manga and then watch the animated fights.
Can't hear you,
That's-
Tebello. Can't hear you.
Can you hear
Okay.
me now? Hello.
Yes.
Can
Okay,
you
let's
hear
finish.
me?
Let's finish up, guys. Let's finish up.
Okay, so we get
So-
to Aizen opens the Aizen communicates with everyone. It's like, can you hear me, my dear? Can you hear me, my dear? And what? I've got
So
a
we're at
script here.
Kurakawa now. We're at Kurakawa Town now.
Wait.
We've got
So
a
we could
script.
have actually got into Kurokawa Town if we actually didn't have ADHD.
Yes.
If we focus, yeah.
Okay.
More
so-
often than not, you guys need Rob in this particular channel.
So Unohana fetches Ichigo, right? And then leaves with him.
No,
After
we're not even there yet. Why is such a hurry?
Because he said we're at Kurakawa. I'm like, wait, what?
Where?
How? Kurakawa?
Wait,
First-
what else is
No.
left?
First, we hear Aizen's wonderful speech. It's like, can you hear me, my dear intruders?
Oh, right.
For defeating my Espada, let me tell you a next plane of our plans as a reward. We are now ready to invade Kurakawa Town. What the hell? I thought you needed a few months. Oh yeah, no, we didn't need a few months at all. Yeah, I've always been ready. So I just needed to create enough panic because if once I collected that girl, Soul Society will be worried enough to retreat its forces out of the town, and furthermore, to reinforce the substitute Shinigami, they sent no less than 4 captains into Heuco Mundo where I can imprison them. Say, it's one of those moments where you feel like Aizen was like, oh no, it's been part of my plan all
That's
along.
all part of my plan.
And then he goes
It's
on,
not checkers.
and then he has that wonderful line. The wonderful thing about the Bleach, the captain class Shinigami is that they are the ultimate force that can determine the outcome of this war. However, few of them have succeeded, and 4 are now imprisoned. So Soul Society's effectiveness has effectively been cut in half. Too simple, really. So now we are going to destroy the city, create the Oken, and then we'll come back and destroy you guys at our leisure. And that's when Ichigo is having a heart attack.
Yes. But that was smart planning.
So what is 13 squads and 7 captains? They're down 7 captains because
Yes.
4 are trapped and 3 have defected.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
Well, they were trapped like momentarily because didn't they get out as well at some point?
But at that point in time, Marie even said it was like, okay, can't you open the Garganta from this side? And then it's like says, nope. The only Kiske has enough understanding of the Garganta, and we can't communicate him from here. How annoying.
Who said no? Is it Echo?
Mayuri.
Mayuri.
For the
That
fact
was the
that he
only
had to-
time. That was the only time he gave him props because he's just forever hating on him.
you know. So that's when Aizen said, nope, we'll just create the Oken and then defeat you at our leisure. Then Zariki was like, where the hell are you going? Like, I have to do something. The town is going to get destroyed. Listen, we are given when it was determined that the battle's going to happen, we are given 2 orders. 1, 4 captains are supposed to come and get you guys. 2, make sure the town is ready for battle. And that's when you just see that epic scene, which it was animated better in my head. But that scene where all the captains finally land there and you just see Kurehara and they're like, oh, they've been ready this entire time. And then, of course, I can't resist showing this picture.
Yeah, that's one of the best looking parts ever, man.
And you can, and I wonder, any viewers, notice the mistake in this picture. If anyone sees it, comment below. Winners win a prize.
What's the mistake?
The captain is actually wearing his, the captain commander is actually wearing his coat. It's not draped over his shoulders.
Oh.
Oh.
The few people was like, hang on, what's wrong with this?
Wait, are you talking about Two Sword Dude? I'm on
No,
my
no.
phone.
No,
Captain Commander.
Yamamoto.
Oh.
Captain Commander puts it on like he's a mafia don, like he's Yakuza. Yeah.
He's now wearing the coat for the first time ever. It's the first and last time you see this. After that, they fix the next episode. Like, what the fuck have I done?
But you see, this is one of the issues that I have with. I had the same issue with Tsunade during the Pain arc, and I have the same issue with Yamamoto during this arc. All you're doing is you're trapping Aizen in a ring of fire. Why don't you just knock him out? But you said like he's a child. To him, he's a child. I get the mindset. But dude, like, did we have to go through this whole fake Karakura thing if you could destroy Aizen that quickly? You know, even with the Pain. Like, Tsunade, why didn't you fight Pain again?
Technically,
because you were healing the village.
You could have killed Aizen, but it would have come at the cost of most probably wiping out the town and all the remaining captains at the same time.
Because you saw his Bankai, that shit got crazy.
I get it, but you get what I'm saying though. Like,
yeah.
And also in his defense, at that point, Kuba did not know what his Bankai was going to look like. I don't care what you guys going to think. It's like, he knew about his Bankai in the end. He didn't. We all know how writers think.
Also, in Tsunade's defense, that's Pain.
But still, you get what I mean, though. Like,
I don't know what the 1,000 marks healing was gonna do to Chibaku Tensei.
Yeah, punch it.
Yeah.
How? It's a black hole.
Pelagariah needed Sage Mode just to kill 3 of those things.
And he still got murked. And
since he's actually a Slack princess, technically she should be able to. There are things that I need to have answers to, because someone, a Naruto expert, needs to have to come and answers. If
okay, that's Naruto. We'll get to Naruto. Yeah. Let's focus. We are embarking on a journey, Chiefs.
We are almost there at the end, because then they explain.
It's Yami, right?
No. At the end of this fight, we hear the mad scientists explained, okay, we used Tenkai Echu, we created an entire fake Karakura town, knocked everybody out and left them in a different location. So the Garganta right now is just an empty shell so that the captains can fight their full power without killing everybody, because that was going to happen if they were to fight with their full power in that city. One of the captains is a damn living nuke. So then Aizen is like, oh, I knew all along. I knew this is not the real town, but this is not going to stop.
That's when I started calling bull. That's when I was like, no, Aizen, now you cheated.
Go to the real town then.
Now you cheated. When Aizen was like, I knew about I was like, how?
This part here is like, looks like we made it in time. And they're like, made it in time? Made it in time?
Why didn't
For your death?
Why didn't he go to the real town then, if he knew?
Aizen is always a bastard. Shame.
No, this is when I was like, Maka. I was like, Aizen. Everything.
Then comes
everything.
If they had animated this scene at night and made this a night battle, this would have been so freaking epic. This moment right here, when these Gargantas opened and you just see this huge portal open. Also, doesn't this look? If you put it to the side, doesn't this look like a certain organ?
Aye, man. It's Tebello.
Now it's our turn, Mr. Extrodin. Now I'm synced up with everybody.
Yo, this is child friendly, dog.
I said a certain organ. I never named it. It's your reaction that make this a short. You'll get millions of views.
Anyway. Jesus. This is also when they introduced
Bye monetization. Okay, but anyway,
then you see this
that
scene.
character. They introduced us to that character, man. He or she was part of the Aranka as well. Blonde hair.
Oh
cut.
yeah,
What's his name again?
Wonderwise.
Is it Wonderwise?
Wonderwise
oh, it's the bucktooth.
Yeah.
The slow one.
Mentally challenged, when we just almost got cancelled over a particular organ. We're not trying to get cancelled for other things.
Wonderwise was hilarious, bro. Everybody's fighting. He's busy chasing a butterfly.
This picture is one of the first pictures I drew when I was I showed my current boyfriend the first time we had a Skype call, because I drew this once upon a time. It failed horribly, but then I put up on my wall, and then yay, Skype date. And then 10 years later.
Is that Aizen?
That's Aizen, because this hairstyle looked fantastic. And then the animators flopped it up when you see the animated version. If you take the manga picture and you take the animated scene, you just see they didn't even bother trying to make this hairstyle. I was so enamored. It's like, how did Aizen curve the gel like that?
Yeah, but you see, that's why.
Fun.
That's
he
why
was using the Wonder Gel.
That's why they're quitting now. You understand why?
It's too much.
Goku wasn't even using that gel, bro.
Yeah. And then, of course...
No, Pella, that gel was made from his glasses, Chief. That's how fly that gel was.
You know? And never needed it again. It was done after that. Like,
But you know the fight that I was really looking forward to was Shinji.
Imagine anime characters that they're doing like hair adverts. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, that's Aizen. It's Aizen. The other character...
Maybe it's Aizen's glasses.
It's Aizen's glasses.
But even Trunks was gonna be there.
No, there's one anime, even though technically it's not an anime character, but there's one character who will kill all the sales of every single shampoo ad, and that's Sephiroth. Have you seen Sephiroth's hair?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Rapunzel, but I hear you.
No. Sephiroth. It's so luxurious. I've never seen such beautiful long hair, and it's gray. How does he make gray hair look sexy?
And Sephiroth, Sephiroth is so pretty that when people die to him, they're still in awe. They're like, how did he do that?
I think that was the only issue I had with Final Fantasy, like Advent Children. I was like, everybody's good looking. Everybody though. Everybody's good looking in here.
Gorgeous. Even the black guy with a gun for a hand. Do you know how hard it is to make curly hair and a man who looks like basically a black version of Zangief from Street Fighter look hot? And there he did it. I was like, wow.
Are you talking about the guy who was fighting Tifa at the church?
No. He's talking about Barrett.
Who's Barrett again?
Black dude, big arm, Mr. T.
Yes.
The guys who were helping Cloud go up.
He shows up for like 5 minutes in the movie. So
even then, for those 5 minutes, I was like, do I have daddy issues? Is this my daddy kink now?
I was looking at Tifa the entire time. Every time she was off screen, I was sad. But anyway, back to Bleach.
Anyway, back to Bleach. We are almost done. So Aizen says, Stark, Barak, and Halibel kill these people. Up until that time, I'll leave last notice in your capable hands, ulquiorra. And that ulquiorra conveniently manages to break free of its person right in front of Aizen's throne. Imagine if Aizen was sitting on his throne at that time that ulquiorra broke through. Imagine how awkward that would have been. Like, what the hell? Aizen-sama, forgive me.
No. Aizen would have been like ulquiorra. It's all in my plan anyway. I knew you were going to break through the wall anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, sit on my lap.
That's why
boy.
my chair is floating now, because I knew this one would get destroyed.
No,
my chair flies.
No,
And
he
ulquiorra is
wanted
nihilism,
Heuco
right?
to sit on his lap. So he was like kind of disappointed he broke the fuck. Damn it. Okay.
Ulquiorra is a nihilist, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see any emotion with that encounter whatsoever.
But Loki, he was trying to mac Orihime the entire time.
Low key, he was trying to please Aizen.
No,
At
he was
the
trying to
same
please
time.
Aizen, but he wanted to get at Orihime. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, he kept trying to tell her, your friends are not coming. He was basically like, those
Yeah.
like those Nigerian dramas where they kidnap women to marry them.
Yeah. What's that syndrome again?
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
fun fact, they've actually disproven.
What?
But
Well,
it's a
of
question for
course.
later. Yeah.
I mean,
The thought that recent studies have shown that this Stockholm syndrome doesn't really exist. The studies were showing people who actually wanted to elope and were happy to be taken away.
Oh, so Beauty and the Beast is all bull. I don't know if you remember that line from from Endgame where it's like, Back to the Future is all bull.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
No,
good line.
I mean, but I'm just saying, he was like, if you look at Ulquiorra Loki, he was checking out the ranks. He was trying to make some game. He was like if you
And
literally
the way-
translated
like,
him,
He was like,
sorry,
is it
go ahead.
Tuesday today, Orihime? It's Tuesday, right, Orihime? You know what happens on Tuesday, right, Orihime? Do the things, Orihime. It's Tuesday, Orihime.
And
Orihime, do the thing.
And
Do
he
the
set up
thing.
slaps her. She set up slaps Ulquiorra and it's like, finish your
Nah,
lunch.
he was into that. He
No,
was into that.
I bet you he was. The moment he left that room, he jumped on his bed and his legs were kicking like, "Ooh, she touched me!"
I need to tell Yemi about this when he comes back.
Yeah.
Like I need to tell Yemi what just happened. You know what I mean?
And I'm for Yami. Dear
No,
Yami.
I'm sure he was calling Aizen. He's like, Aizen Sama, I'm having activity downstairs. Can someone explain?
But
Aizen
Also,
Sama?
like that's the
But
thing I don't
Aizen
get
is like-
about these.
This was part of my plan.
Like
Dude.
it's like Sakura and Orihime were even protected by the villains. Like I don't get it. Like
Yeah.
you know.
We are not gonna say anything.
No, I love it. Aizen Sama. It's like, yes, Ulquiorra, I meant for you to experience what you're experiencing right now. That's why I made her dress up in a certain way to make her look like an Anaranka. It's all
Yes.
part of the plan.
Your
So
erection-
Aizen
raging
Sama,
erection is all parts of
I
my
have
plan.
lotion. I have lotion in my hand, Aizen Sama. Yes, it's also part of the plan. If you look here, look behind and read the instructions. That's also a
That's
part
why
of
it's
my
not
plan.
fragrant.
Is it perfumed?
Just don't make too much of a mess. I've calculated for about 80% of a mess.
No.
Okay, Ulquiorra.
What's with you guys today?
This one was not me this time.
It's your fault.
How is it my fault?
You let us.
You started this.
Nonsense. I'm not at fault. I'm pure.
You know, I had planned to schedule Africa is next content at 2 p.m. Now I have to make it 10 p.m. This content cannot play.
Africa's next at night. We're occupying the same spot as Pure Monati show.
I wonder whose fault is that?
I'm just gonna leave it at 2. It's fine. But anyway,
You have a disclaimer. You're fine.
Yo, my G, get ginger and garlic for that cough, man.
Hey, dog. No, it's getting better. It's getting better.
you know, those
bad.
two
Ask
things
these
you
guys.
mentioned,
And
those two
steam.
things you mentioned sound like Dragon Ball Z villains. But
I was
anyway,
about to ask. Because I was like, ginger. So is there a red-headed villain that I didn't know about? Sorry to all villains.
We
man.
all went
For
to
real, though.
anime. We all went to anime, but I know what he was talking about. Yeah, no, I've been submerged in so much. My house is a pharmacy. I have steam over here. I've got medicine over there.
Get well soon, buddy.
Ginger, garlic, If
Vapor
you
rub.
if you oh,
There was this-
vapor rub is the one. Rub rub. And
there was this
put it in
ointment
tea
my
if
mother.
you don't want the flavor to overwhelm you. Put it in tea and knock it out.
There
I
was a,
got you. Thanks.
there was a tea mixture that my mom made that helped her.
Tangents, Chiefs.
It
Back to
was-
Bleach.
It
Back
was
to
ginger,
Bleach.
red onion, and
Bleach.
lemon. Anyway, we are done. We are done now because it's like ulquiorra, take them. You're gonna take Karakura out, and then Ichigo had to have his protagonistic moment. It's like, Zariki, you told me that my duty was to protect Karakura Town, but you're wrong. My duty is to protect my friends. And then he jumps and
Now
takes
your
off.
time to be number one.
And then you just see, then you just see Ulquiorra walks towards Unohana, and then he just feels it, and then he turns, "Come, Kurosaki Ichigo," and
then filler.
Filler!
What? I was so mad. You do not understand how angry I was. I was like, all right, here we go. And then all of a sudden,
which
vampires.
filler was it again? Was it the
bound
fake
arc,
captain?
wasn't it?
No, it wasn't the bound arc.
No, the bound to the bound
The
was
to
the
bound
was
fake
arc
earlier.
happens after Soul
No,
Society.
it was the fake captain. It was the fake captain, I think.
Was
Yeah.
it the fake captain or the princess one?
No,
It was
no,
the fake captain.
No, wasn't
no.
it
The fake captain was after
No,
Grimjo.
This one was the fake
No,
Zanpakuto arc, wasn't it?
no, wasn't it the princess one?
It
Yeah.
was the
It was the fake Zanpakuto.
It was the fake
Remember the
Zanpakuto
fake
arc, which
Yeah.
I did not watch. If you had to ask me why the hell you can conclude it, I don't know. Which I had
This
a
is
life.
where
Bankai was cool though.
I lost my chronological Bleach watching era.
Oh, I was a manga stan. You see,
No,
that's why
you know
even have
why?
the scripts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was so irritating because I'm just like, you can't just hard left. Like, the thing is with Naruto, as much as we can complain about the fillers, right? They usually happen after the arc is finished or at, like, a stop point in the arc, or, Madara has
Right.
opened the Eye Moon plan or whatever. This is like literally, we're at the WWE promo. It's The Rock versus Stone Cold. They're about to walk into the ring. Then Ning Ning and Jay, now we're watching
Eddie
JBL
Guerrero and Rey
wrestle
Mysterio.
with. Leave Eddie Guerrero. I was about to say JBL and like Kane or something.
How
Now we're
dare
watching
you?
them wrestle.
Viva la
You
raza.
take Kane's name out of your mouth. Do you hear me? How dare you relegate him to a side piece? Hey, oh God, don't you ever
That's like
disrespect
Chris
him like that,
Jericho.
Jackie. Do you hear me? Yeah, that's better. I was about to say
Chris Jericho,
Not
Mr.
even
Break the
Chris
Walls
Jericho,
down.
guys. You remember Spanky, dog?
Hey, I love Chris Jericho.
I know which fight you refer, which nonsense fight you'd be talking about. It would be like that wrestler and Goldust.
Oh.
Like what the
Yeah,
hell?
Booker
Cody
T.
Rhodes,
Yeah. Booker
Cody
T.
Rhodes and Goldust. Hey, don't be disrespecting Spinaroonie like that. Come on.
Exactly. 5 times. Better get it right.
But oh man, okay.
Back to Bleach.
Before we tangent on the wrestling, because I wanted to say something.
Before I start going on and on about the Undertaker and Kane, back to Bleach.
You can't see me, my time is now. Almost there.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I think we're done. Do you want to go into the Karakura arc now, or do you want to just pause until next week?
I guess that's up to the host.
No, let's get into it a bit.
All right, cool. So this is when all of the side characters get to do something.
One filler arc later.
Yeah.
Oh no, SpongeBob voice. One filler arc later.
So then, we get the generals who are going to be doing the things, right? Are they vice captains? Are they?
Okay.
There were a few vice captains, but it was mostly
the other ones are
captains.
second and third seats, right?
Yeah,
Second and third.
It was captain and vice captain, but the scene opens
I think Ikaku and Madame were the only seats. The rest were all vice captains.
We don't see them.
But Ikaku got handled. He got cooked.
We don't even get to that part. At this point, we just see vice captains and captains. The scene opens up with this poor girl running for her life while these hollows are trying to eat her. And then they suddenly all get killed by the reality being emanating from way up there.
From above.
From above.
Wait, was that part of Ichigo's like friends who became extra side characters?
I don't
Like
know, but
then,
you look so
like
familiar. It's like, why is she back to?
they're in the family tree, but they're like the coleslaw, basically.
Something like that. Because she had the same ponytail hairstyle as a girl at the very beginning of the anime,
Yes.
which we all established that she's dead because she got eaten by the hollow.
They
But-
were nowhere near the main meal, Chief. By that point, everybody forgot I forgot who they were. I was
Anyway,
like, oh, isn't Renji homies? Oh, isn't that like Ichigo's homie? Like that girl, that karate girl, I don't remember her name.
okay, so
I always
get-
feel like that girl is a wasted character, guys. Yo.
many characters are wasted.
But don't you feel that
like
karate girl
film
was
producer.
just one sleepover away from letting Orime know what's up?
No, she was. She definitely was. But
She
I feel
looked like she was.
that girl
She
should
looked
have
like she
been.
was just one sleepover away from letting Orime know, like,
I feel like she
this
should
is what
have
happens, bro.
either been trained by Yoroichi or Siphon. That girl. She should have been trained by Yoroichi or Siphon. But
That
anyway,
would have been cool, actually.
True.
But when would Kubo have fit that in?
Because
Yeah.
Kubo is like the what of the anime of manga world.
We're not doing this again.
the Michael Bay.
No,
Thank you.
You are going to not disrespect.
But anyway,
You
yeah.
can challenge
So
me to a duel. I've got my
Damn.
cards ready. You
So-
can challenge me to a duel. Like
it's Soifon versus King Bradley.
Yeah, Baragon.
oh, okay. No.
Baraka, what's
Wow.
a King Bradley?
Oh,
Then
Wrong
King
enemy.
Metal Alchemist. Sorry.
Yeah, no, the scene opens. Aizen is walking towards the Spada, and everybody's posing dramatically. They're like, "Wow, he's Rias, his masters as usual." And then everybody's, do we go for the head? No, Aizen's powers are unique. We need to take care of the minions first. And okay, but then Aizen is going to cut in. There's no guarantee that Aizen won't cut into the fight if while he's busy fighting his minions. And then that's when you see Genryusa open his eyes, like, "Everyone stand back." And then all the captains have a heart attack. Like,
Nani?
you know, reduce all creation to ash. Urgent Zaka. And all that explosive power just to trap Aizen, which we can argue about it later about the semantics, but still, it looked cool.
Yeah,
I guess that's what Mr. Extrodin was
saying.
saying. It was just like, Chief, why don't you just send everybody home and you finish this guy? And
Exactly.
it's the end of the show.
Because
And
I
like,
didn't seem bothered at all. He was
yeah,
like,
Like, but looking at. Sorry, go ahead.
There, and then Gin asks him, like, "Aizen, what are you going to do?" And then Aizen says, "Nothing. This battle will end without me having to raise a finger. That's all that it means." Like,
yep.
and then cut to Heuco Mundo, where Ulquiorra is walking towards Unohana and is like, "You're all alone, girl. Aizen has no use for you."
Yeah.
Are you afraid? And it's just like, "No, I'm not. My friends have come to save me. My heart is already with them." Like, bitch. What do you mean heart?
Get with the program. I'm trying to give you this spear.
Yeah.
Do you not see this resurrection that I am trying to hand to you? I'm trying to resurrect.
Fornication.
Then Ichigo is busy flying at the speed of light to go back to his friends, and is like, "No, when I was kidnapped,
Ichigo is flying to cock block.
Ulquiorra, you are not macking on my girl, not today."
Those are my D's.
You know?
No, like that's how he got.
This is when he got stopped by that army, right? That army that showed up.
The executors.
Oh, the guy who grows on trees. The guy who grew people on trees.
Like
the guy that has a scope overhead.
Yes.
That has a smile.
Yeah. Sheep's head.
Primary
That nigga made me hungry.
I remember how they beat that guy. What's her face? Rukia freezes his tree.
The only W she actually takes.
That's true.
Hey, she
It only
Yeah,
tied with the number 8 guy.
Rukia's on that Sasuke level of L's, man. Like she forever taking L's.
No. Sasuke would win by plot armor. Rukia would lose, but she'd throw her heart in it, and she would tie with people and throw her heart in it. Like she didn't have any special plot armor going on.
spoken like
Sasuke
a
would
true.
have plot armor for days.
Truth.
Okay.
There is
True,
no
true.
objection here. The court decided. So,
Yes.
as they're busy fighting off the tree men, I'm gonna call them the tree men from now on. Uchigo breaks into the tower, jumps up to the 1 millionth floor, and there is Rukia versus Ichigo. That it starts with the dramatic dialogue. Like, what is this damn hard to talk about? You humans speak about it all the time, like it's freely given. My eyes can. There's nothing that my eyes cannot perceive, and in my entire observation of you humans, I've never seen this thing you call a heart. They just. If I to, or should I just go ahead and rip open your chest to see your heart right there and then? And at the moment you was about to touch her, Ichigo, boosh,
Yeah.
step away from my girl. I was about to. I was given no orders to kill.
No, that's when you like Ichigo is proof that bras fight harder when a woman is in
Facts. Facts.
As Vegeta, Baba.
Whether it's about losing face because you don't want to be embarrassed that you lost in front of a girl, or the fact that you're defending a girl's honor, there's something that gives you a Zenkai boost when there's a girl involved.
Or you didn't clap cheeks yet.
No, you didn't clap cheeks yet. It's like, dog, you can't
extra
mess this up.
motivation. Extra motivation. Like, yo,
I mean, I don't know if you guys have watched Tokyo Revengers.
Oh my gosh.
Season 1, yes.
Yeah.
The only time the poor idiot actually wins a fight is when there's a girl involved. It's like, I believe in you, and then he chokes the guy out. That's the only time he actually takes a W.
Yeah, because he gets his ass whooped the entire time.
Hey, they beat that guy, like so much so that he gained the ability to travel in time. How you get your ass whooped so bad that you can go back in time?
Interdimensional ass whooping.
And they're whooping you in the future, they're whooping you in the present, they're whooping you in the past.
We need to review that show because Mikey's kicks. But anyway, tangent.
Right at 2000. Okay, come back. Then Rukia was like, no, I was not given any orders to kill this girl. Up until I get that order, I'm not going to touch her. You, however, I was given orders to protect Heuco Mundo. Killing you is protecting Heuco Mundo. So I'll do that with this sword. It's like,
I swear, I was Ichigo. I was like, dog, semantics. Let's get to it. Why we
the way Ichigo was so happy that the guy drew out his sword, was like, really? For me? Like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you, but you drew out your sword for me.
Oh, okay.
The last time you just laid these hands, you just laid your hands on me like I was in the church.
By this time, we already knew his number, right?
Yeah,
number 4.
Yeah.
And
but I don't understand. Because, like, the way he was moving and the things that he was doing, I'm like, he's at least number 2.
Yeah.
Like, Baragon is stronger than him, maybe, but, like, you can't tell me anyone outside of him is stronger.
That's the thing about Pyro Scaling. They should have just shown just how powerful these opponents are in comparative to each other.
Numbers.
And then, at the same time, they should have just shown how powerful the captains in Bleach are or have become. Because we never got to see the captains of Bleach fighting in the quote-unquote prime. So we wanted to see, we should have seen something that showed the build-up like, wow, these characters are actually a lot stronger than what's going on. We never get that because once again...
mostly assuming.
Yeah,
mostly assuming who's the strongest.
Kubo works around the rule of cool. If it looks cool, it's gonna just include it. So we can't have a cool battle without 2 equal opponents. So we're gonna make these two opponents, though on paper are supposed to be way stronger than each other, look about even. Sounds
about right.
It's just so it fits the narrative. So,
but yeah, anyway. It was a great fight, though. It was cool to see Ulquiorra whipping out a lot. Hey, Ichigo, one trick pony, bruh. But he's from the school of Goku. Goku Kamehameha. Doesn't matter what you use,
I know.
Kamehameha.
From the school of Naruto.
Well, the fight
Kagebunshi no
begins,
Jutsu, Rasengan.
and just to show just how
Naruto's got
frustrating.
summoning jutsus in there. Let's be fair. There's some other jutsu in
Uzumaki
there.
Naruto, Randan.
Then, right, I was saying, just
He
as
never
the fight
uses the
begins-
Shishi Rendan again. Like, that was so cool. Like, come
No, he
on. That
does.
Shishi...
No, he does at the end. In the Sasuke fight, he uses a version of it, but Sasuke counters him. But he does use it at the
okay.
end.
Then, the fight begins with Ichigo and Ulquiorra. Cut again to the fake Karakura town. Oh, look, the boss is trapped in that hole, in that fire pit. And the enemies are many. So up until the boss is free, Baragan pulls out a throne out of nowhere. I'll assume command of this battle. And then I was like, I better hear no word of dissent.
I wonder if Aizen was sitting behind the fire like, you little.
Oh no!
Who
Please,
told you?
Aizen was like, all part of my plan.
That as they were leaving Heuco Mundo, he was like, Baragon, you're gonna need this. What for? Just wait for it.
Don't you guys sometimes feel
Part
like
of my plan.
certain characters should have fought other characters? Like, I think Baragon should have fought Yamamoto.
Yeah, I was hoping the battle of the old guys, but I also know that the battle would have been very short.
It was gonna be short, yes.
No, Yamamoto would have washed him though.
Yeah, like slapped his
I
teeth,
know.
like.
But I just mean
Yama
it would
don't
have been
play.
interesting to see old
No,
people.
like Yama had to get nerfed. If you look at it, like the whole time he has to literally hold himself back the entire time.
So yeah.
Remember, even in the Shikai mode, his sword is so powerful. He has to literally move away from his friends so that he doesn't accidentally hurt them.
Burn them alive.
Yeah,
That's
how powerful it is.
Because his children
remember what he
almost
did with
flesh.
that with Aeon? Is it Akon? When those
Aeon. Yeah.
He hit him with like one sword and he was holding back and he's like, oh, I was trying to hold back. I guess I'll have he killed that thing with like two swords. That thing was murking vice captains. He hit it with like two swords, and the first sword he held back because he didn't want to, because he felt
poked a hole through it.
No, but he felt.
We're talking about that weird thing that was made by those three like sub Aranka chicks.
The Chimera thing, yes.
Yeah.
And shout out to that girl that what's his face protects. Hyun Maru. Why am I forgetting his name now? Toshiro. Shout out to that girl that she did one cool thing and then she just disappeared forever.
Hinomaru, something like that.
Hinamori.
Yeah. There we go.
But
I think like it's his future wife or something. I think because
yeah.
they've been shipping them. Like.
But
if I was Toshiro, I'd be hollering at Matsumoto, honestly.
Valley of the Gods. Tuesdays is fun at that house.
Like the eternal 10-year-old. The way he didn't give an F about those Tatars.
He didn't care, bro.
At some point, I was like,
I don't know what 10-year-old you know, because when I was 10. Anyway, sorry, wrong podcast.
Okay, when I was 10, I never cared.
I just feel like he just wanted her to do the admin and not get drunk. That's it.
Do your job, girl. Do what you're paid to do, and then you also find out in this arc that these guys have a salary and get paid. So I'd be even more pissed at the fact that she's not doing a goddamn job. Girl, go your goddamn job. You're being paid for it.
Wait, the Vizard were not there yet, no?
I'll tell you now. I'd be mismanaging the funds. I'd probably be on Soul Society TV. Where's the money? It's missing. All the documents are in disarray. Comrades.
What's the guy's name with the 6'9" tattoo?
Hisagi.
Yeah.
Because I think he already started fighting the blonde guy, right?
No, and then at this point, what happened is like, okay, Bargain assumes command of the battle, and then he's like, okay, before you guys told us that this thing, this fake town is a transference from the real town. So if you destroy the pillars that you used to transfer them here, then we'll go back to the real town and have a real proper battle.
Oh yeah, sorry. Before you continue, he did talk to Stark about it, right? He said like, "Look, Stark, I'm just gonna take over," and Stark was like, "Yeah, whatever. I don't
No,
mind."
he just gave him the sign. I better hear no objections. And then Stark was like,
Yeah, he didn't ask. He stated. He was just like, I'm in charge,
yeah,
Mm.
and don't
and then
nobody tell
Stark
me
was like,
nothing.
yeah, whatever. And then Lily kicked him. It's like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Then it's like,
But like Baragon would destroy Stark. I don't want to hear it. Like anybody who's trying to tell me that Stark
no,
is stronger than Baragon, no.
no, he wouldn't.
You
He
Why?
don't
wouldn't. Yeah.
you don't think he would have?
No, the problem with Stark's power is his literal soul. You can't delete. The more you try and delete that soul, the more it just divides and forms more bombs. That's
No,
the
but
problem.
Baragon would just age him, or he would just age everything that he sends to him.
But can
Which
you age your soul?
that's
Because
the
if his
problem.
power is a soul,
That's
can you age your
that's
soul?
Yeah.
how do you age a soul?
Exactly. Like, what would the consequences be of aging a soul?
It will be a mutually assured destruction. That was most probably going to be the high stakes end of this battle because everything will have been destroyed by the time these people just give out. But at the same time,
Okay,
this
well, I'm
person will
just
be
saying
dead.
from what I saw from Stark, I was like,
You know,
Yeah, Stark is a
He was
bad.
very disappointing. He
that-
was
no,
hella
Stark
disappointing.
is the most disappointing one of them all. Kubo, you've earned my hatred when you made Stark the coolest character because I was so happy because when I saw Stark's character and I thought he must fight against Kyoraku. They are two sides of the same coin. They're so damn lazy. And then the way the fight started is like, yeah, you know what? Let's pretend you're fighting because I really don't want to get hurt and I really don't care. And then the other was like, great idea. I don't like pain too. But you see that old man, like, yeah, he gave us the strict orders, so I can't. Like, oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
So I was so happy with that matchup. I was disappointed in the others. So I was looking forward to Sui Fong and Halibel because I was like, okay, this because she looked like a damn ninja, didn't she?
Yeah, but it's Hitsugaya that had to fight her. Like, why?
Water on water.
And then yeah, but we didn't even know those powers yet. Like, what could they sense each other's powers at that point? You smell like the ocean. I can bet your power is I bet your power is to do with water. You smell like ice. You smell like a
no,
blizzard.
I just think Hitsugaya was just like, I need to get a W somewhere because these guys got me last time. I lost to Tentacles. I'm fighting whoever. Hyun Maru.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
that's why sometimes I wonder how they pick their opponents. It doesn't make sense to me.
You know?
No,
And
I think they went to the Dragon Ball Z school of rock paper scissors.
yeah.
Whoever won, you are fighting him.
So then Baragan orders his faction to go attack those pillars, by the way. Oh
Yeah.
no, first they summon monsters to go attack
The
them, and then
knocked
they
out
go
monsters.
those monsters are knocked out like crazy. And then that's when you see the other guys like Yumichika, Ikaku,
Oh, right.
Iba.
And Yumichika got
Iba,
to fight the bird guy.
Yeah.
Izuru, and
No, not the bad guy. Because the bad guy was fought by Iba, the eagle guy.
Oh, right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was like his one cool moment for one of the weirdest swords ever. But that was like, yeah.
that sword is so dark. I love it.
Wabisky.
Wabisky.
Mm.
The way it's designed to take care of you in the end.
The weeping sword.
No, the apologizer.
The apologizer. Oh.
But it makes it
I swear to you,
makes you heavy, right?
I know the timelines don't make sense and stuff like that, but every time I saw Wabisky and that song appeared, the theme song of "It's Too Late to Apologize." It's too late.
that bird guy was talking. That bird guy. Like, one rule in anime: if you're an anime character, do not talk too much smack. Learn from
Yeah.
Vegeta. Every time Vegeta has done all the smack talking, it has gone
Vegeta does
horribly
this.
south.
You know,
Because he's a what?
ends up like this.
Hey! Let's respect the Prince of All Saiyans now. Hey.
Exactly.
Vegeta's a bitch. I'm sorry. I think
Prince is no bitch.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I think I'm coming down on something. I might actually.
But yeah, I think those wings had blades or something. No?
No.
Yeah, something.
Those
No,
wings,
like
those feathers were heavier than iron.
oh,
That's why
Oh,
whenever those feathers broke through the
The
wind,
one,
the little wind,
yes. It wasn't blades. They were just that heavy and
they
that
were that
sharp.
heavy. And that
because
and
I think eventually Iba was like in a building using elevators and.
yeah, because no, that the Eva was trying to get this guy to close quarters because he has no projectile. His
Yes,
Zabokta has no projectile ability.
right.
So he wanted to get him to come close. So he thought, okay, if he fights indoors, he'd come down and chase him down. And they're like, this guy's like, do you not could destroy this building with a thought? And I was thinking, these guys are ranked. They'd literally stare at this building. What the hell are you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Only for him to finally get an opportunity for him. It's like, oh, look, you thought my speed is limited. Boing, boing. Woo. Bonus wings. And then he chases him down.
And then it decapitates him.
yeah. And then Iba hits him with
Like,
all the swords and makes him heavy. And then
you know,
after that, Iba did nothing.
After that, Eva just loses him. No, he becomes the doctor.
No, Pella,
a
even the other
doctor.
guy with the blonde dude, he waxed him pretty easily. Like they give you this sense that
Yeah,
no, this whole society is doing fine, and then after that, Baragon and then touchdown, and then it just all goes sideways.
Wait, Hisagi? You're talking about Hisagi?
Yeah, Hisagi fights against Fondo, something like that. Findo, that's his name.
Findo.
It's like he's using a fence, like fencing
Yes.
type.
Exacta. That's all I remember about him. Exacta. Every time. Exacta.
But he was waxing Hisagi at a point.
No, but like Hisagi started saying, do you not have fear? You don't have fear, and that's why you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
and
that's when he
basically
that's when he released his Zanpakuto Kazechini, which means death wind, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Kaze, death. Shini.
Because he was busy.
I don't know. Kaze's wind. Kaze's wind.
He was like, I don't see how you are the vice captain because you're level, whatever.
Yeah, and then he's like, and then he releases sort of like, oh wow, you scared now
again? Don't smack talk if you don't have plot armor, chief.
And then we have Yumichika fighting against Charlotte Coolhorn, the Battle of the Gays.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, hey, that was some flamboyant F. But like Charlotte Coolhorn, like ability was, I mean, it was kind of, yeah.
What was his ability?
You, I don't know. The ability of flamboyance.
That was a drag. It was basically a drag queen going up against a closet gay.
But I'm saying I wouldn't say it to Coolhorn's face.
You're right, because actually you're right, because even the way he killed him, it was a closeted win.
Yeah,
like I'm going to show you something.
Because Yumichika is the embodiment of trying to keep your power secret. It's like you're living in the closet because you like this. You like the token straight guy of this club. Guy, be honest with yourself.
No, but I don't know. Does anybody not know? He has a whole 3 fang thing going on his forehead. That's 3 different colors.
No, everybody knows that he likes Ikaku. That we might admit that. But what I'm trying to get to is that the fact that he wants to use his sword power because Kido type swords are considered weak in Squad 11, and he wants to stay in Squad 11 because he has the biggest man crush on Ikaku.
But also, like, he thinks it's ugly. That's why he's not using the true Shikai, right?
No. The only reason he does that is because he thinks he saw things the color Azure is ugly. No, Wisteria. The color Wisteria is ugly, and the color Azure is beautiful. That's the Zanpakuto. So whenever he calls it Fujikujaku, which means Wisteria peacock, it sucks and just gives him the bare minimum of his power. But whenever he invokes its real name, Rurino Kujaku, then it's like, oh, bitch, you just called me now. Lux is coming out, bitch. Full peacock mode.
Yeah. So those were easy wins.
And then, of course,
everybody got waxed.
And then Ikaku lost.
Oh, Ikaku lost, yeah.
After Kubo's done with you, you're not relevant to the plot anymore.
And then, for some reason, he manages to put Yumichika into a coma with a droplet of whatever. And then we get to see one of my best scenes in that entire pre-fight. You see this moment here. This moment.
Fish. The captain comes, yeah.
The way he punched down Poe, and then you just see first he throws him, and then it's like, oh wow, I'm surprised you managed to throw me. But I'm so surprised I could yawn, and then you just see it opens his mouth in Sarah's form, and it's like, wow. In that case, I'll just shut your mouth. Sing! Bankai. Boom! It was one. Okay, the Bankais all have dramatic entrances, but one of the most dramatic of all entrances is this damn one.
Yeah, that's true.
Fukuju Tengenmyu!
I used to have this as my ringtone, as my message tone.
Wow.
The Bankai.
Yeah, that Bankai. I used to have this. My new phone can't take them, but my old phone, I used to have the Mortal Kombat ones. I had the finish him.
How did your dinner dates go? Like
So
you're in the
you
middle
think
of
about
dinner.
date?
They were just like, what is going on?
Like
I'm
I'm just
thinking about
imagining.
serious
Chef,
meetings.
I'd have the hors d'oeuvres.
Thinking about
Mortal Kombat. Dun, dun, dun.
No, just imagine it's just right in the middle of the date. Baby, look, you got such beautiful eyes. Finish her.
Yeah, I had that one as well. I had that
I'm
one.
so
I
sorry
had
about that. Anyway, what you're talking about? Superb.
my current
talking about?
one is Yamete Kudasai.
Oh my God.
Oh no!
Oh Lord.
But imagine being in a board meeting, yeah. So the stocks and the bonds.
Guys,
Test your might. Hey, dog, test what?
guys, I have to love and leave you guys. I have a sudden doctor's appointment tomorrow morning.
Oh, well, we're
Yeah.
almost done. We almost
So-
wrapped up though.
We're almost
Okay.
done. Let's finish up.
Yeah, let's finish up. So
What are we
okay,
finishing?
Tengenmyu, and then big fat dude gets taken down by the other captain.
And that's
And
when Bargan gets angry and gets up, and then it's like, "No, Bargan, I'm sorry. Forgive us. Please sit back on your throne, and we'll destroy these useless minions." And then Soifon teleports behind this guy's like, which useless minions?
Are you talking
Are you talking about the ones that just
dude.
slaughtered your men, or the ones standing before you now? Depending on how you answer, I might kill you first. In fact, I'm gonna kill you right now.
You guys don't understand the love I have for Soy Fawn, man. She's a badass dog.
I love you see there's a whole chapter in Bleach where they have these two old men have speeches. I think Kubo was a bit lost, but I like the way the battle was supposed to begin with that impact when her sword met his sword, and they're like, ping! And all the captains are like, shoo!
Oh yes, yeah. Everybody was
That's how
paying
the
attention.
battle was supposed to start. None
Yeah.
of this. Get them and kill them and do whatever. No, that's thing. Okay? It's
Yeah.
not garbage. Anyway,
That Assassin Squad is awesome, man. I wouldn't mind a little spin-off per squad, not per squad, because what am I gonna do with the medical squad?
Yeah, yeah. Unless if it's a comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind a spin-off of the
second
squad, the sixth squad, just because I want to see how 2-3 episodes, just to see how they interact with this.
I mean, for me, that Baragon fight took too long, though. It took a lot of time for them to get Baragon. They even had to tag in other people from the visor.
Yeah, the visor had to come in.
Yeah.
all the top three required backups, not just him.
Yeah, all of them. The visor.
Yeah, Hannibal also, and yeah, that one. I like the fights, but it was at some point it was just like, okay, we can finish these guys now because we know they're not the main course anyway.
But also, when I liked Soifon's design, but I was like, this Bankai doesn't fit Soifon's character at all.
And that's why
she said it.
And that's why she hates it.
She said it
Bankai sucks. This is like the opposite of an assassination technique.
Yeah,
I am literally
it's
moving the head of assassins with such a with a bazooka.
A cannon.
It's a literal missile. In a time where
she can't even move when she uses it.
She literally has to tie herself down so that she doesn't get blown away
with a metal with a metal coil.
Crazy, bro.
She must have she must been looking at Yoruichi like, you lucky son. How did you get that? How did you get cat abilities? Now I have to have a cannon for my arm.
Wait, guys, please remind me if I'm mistaken. The big guy, I think he opened the seal or something like that, right? So that Soifon can.
Yes.
He opens the thing, and then Soifon shoots into the hole and blows Baragon up or whatever.
All right.
I believe the technique is called Senja Simon. Kukuno
Something like that. Okay, and then after that, so that's Baragon down, and then after that, then I think we get into the last.
Baragon wasn't done from that. He was wounded.
No, yeah, he was wounded, but like, what?
And then the Vizard dude, I forget his name, the chubby guy.
Sacrificed his arm.
He took. Did he take his arm or Siphon's arm? He took his arm, and then he put it in Baragon, where his power.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have the protection against his own power, so he put it basically inside his body, and then he died from the inside out.
Yes,
which was very cool.
His last act was to throw his axe at Aizen, and Aizen didn't even bother. It's like,
you're disappointing me right now. Like, I don't even want to see.
Dude, come on,
like, bro, I'm really gonna fight.
No. This was Aizen being like, "You called yourself king in my presence."
You know, all part of my plan.
All part of my plan.
Toshiro and Haribel is a draw.
I'm sure the night before Aizen was gassing up Baragon. He was just gassing him up the entire time.
Bro, you the king, man. You gonna show me? You gonna show me you the king?
Come on,
you gonna show me you the king?
Come on,
show me you the king. You keep saying you the king. Show me you the king, bro.
You know, I took over your kingdom. You want it back? Show me. Prove it to me. I gave you extra powers. Show me what you're going to do with these powers. Do you hear me? What if you can kill these people, you'll get your kingdom back. Do you hear me? Give me my kingdom back. I'll give you your kingdom back. Beat them, and you'll get your damn kingdom back. I bet I'm going to kill them. I'm out. You go get them, boy. That's it. Go get them. As soon as he runs out, bitch is dead, ain't he?
And then Aizen is watching him run off. All part of my plan.
So
I'm talking about Aizen in this podcast. It's all part of Aizen's plan, by the way.
Yeah. I think it's Stark and Ukitake before Toshiro and Haribel, right?
No. Yeah. Stark eventually gets killed by Shinsui, but it's not before he has to be softened up by Rose and Love.
Oh yeah.
And then
we talk about how ridiculous his Bankai is? Like, it's a children's game /
No, that's his Shikai. That's his Shikai.
No, Shikai is a game, and then his Bankai is a play. Like, what the fuck?
You know,
dude, like he's a maestro or something. You're like, what the hell?
So
the sunflower, what? So
his Shikai, devastating though it might be, because it's like you're gonna play Iru Oni, which means the color demon. So you have to pick a color, and whichever color you choose determines how much damage you can place because of what you're wearing.
I didn't understand the rules of the game, honestly. The only one I understood was the shadow one, I think.
Kageoni.
Yeah.
Dude, this is Kubo coming up with stuff on the fly, dog.
True that. That's what happens. This is what happens when you don't have a piece of when you have a multiple different ability set. For different characters.
I mean, it was still cool. It was still cool to see Ulquiorra flex his thing and everything, and like Stark's like final ability, I guess, was cool. I guess.
And I love the fact that you just saw your best friend get a whole punish to his chest. You don't bother to go to him after you beat this bad guy. You just stand there imposing. Like, as soon as the battle begins, both sides are evil. So unfortunate. I was like, you don't. Ukitake is dying there in the ground. Like, he's got tuberculosis.
I gotta get this line off, my guy. I gotta get this line off.
He's got eternal tuberculosis. Are you trying to tell me he can't afford to have any more fluids in his lungs? No.
I was also disappointed with that fight because we've been teased from Soul Society that these two are some of the most powerful. But then Stark, within 5 minutes, already introduces like these two swords. This one gathers energy and then is deflected on the other side or whatever Ugita's ability was. I was like, really?
Please, at that point, the guy was stuck. He didn't know what to do. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Because some of these abilities were captain.
So is that the last fight? Is that the last fight before we get to Ichigo versus Aizen?
Oh no, we need to go back.
No. There's still a couple of more. We
still have to go.
Tebello versus Toshiro.
Oh God, guys, I have got.
There's still Toshiro and there's still Toshiro and Halibel, and then there's Yamamoto and Wonderwise.
Marija.
Yeah.
And then I'm missing one.
We haven't spoken about Ichigo versus Ulquiorra in detail yet.
Oh right, we still got. So we're gonna put that to next week.
Let's touch on that next week.
Because I have got to be out.
Because I have a 9 to 5, gents.
And I have a hospital to go to.
Even Zuko has.
A public
but
hospital.
I have to be at work at 7.
It's about strong shame.
Okay.
Hopefully these sacrifices will make sense one day. Comic-Con, we're looking at you. Nintendo, whoever you are, whatever. Geek-related brands, we're looking at you guys. Come through. Do the things.
I mean, hey, Julie, hey.
Do the thing.
It's stuck in my head now because of you.
More time. And then if you say that would Julie do the thing?
Yeah.
One more time, I swear to God, I will apparate to you guys and give you amnesia, right? That's like.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let us know your favorite moment in the Fake Karakura Town arc or the Heuco Mundo arc. Who was your favorite Vizard? Who was your favorite Aranka? Who's your favorite captain? Who's your favorite vice captain? And who's your favorite of the main characters? Please let us know. This is Africa is Next. We will be doing a whole lot of Bleach. We're going to be finishing this whole thing. Then we're going to be doing Naruto next. I don't know about JJK because it's very confusing. And
I haven't watched it, so you'll have to find another expert. I'm not about to sacrifice years of my life.
Anyway, guys,
I'll get a PhD in mathematics, and then I'll explain Jujutsu Kaisen.
Guys, I'll break down the atom and I'll understand all of astrophysics, and then I'll start explaining Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's the only way.
I'd like to thank the special guest Zuko for joining us. Hopefully he will join us.
Thank you.
More episodes. He's very keen on joining us for more episodes. From Pila Maseti, who couldn't finish the episode, from Buckmeister Cul, from Tebello, Khala, and myself. This is Africa is Next, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
Bye.